audio check? Checking them audios. Mike's not in the building. Looks like it's working. I'll catch up on the chat here in a little bit. Let's see if the camera actually works or not. Oh, heck yeah. We live streamings. It's kind of a spur of a moment thing, although I'm supposed to stream Saturday nights. I just wanted to do something since I had no week. I was gone the entire time. It's been a week. So I figured I'd try to make it up a little bit by streaming. So, hi! Welcome! It's Saturday night. I'm Walcom. I do Nerf things. Let's talk about foam flinging. See, some people are listing off their Christmas either wish list or what they know they're. I don't know how you know you're going to get a thing this far ahead. Bessic says they're planning on getting a motorized piston pump for Christmas. Excellent blaster. Probably the best all-around thing you could probably get. Kiwi Bird VT says, I'm getting a Seagull for Christmas. That is an awesome primary blaster. Solanus says, evening, Bossman. Good evening, Solanus. Y'all better wish me luck building the Shelly Jacking Magpie. Was that something that was actually released? I thought the one I had was one of like 2 in existence. Is it the same Shelly Jacking Magpie I have, or is it a different one? Hey, Joseph. Where were you? Stuff, events, things I had to take care of. We were gone Monday, all of Monday. I was gone most of Thursday, and I was gone all yesterday. I didn't get home until very late yesterday. And unfortunately for me, Monday, I hurt myself in a rather peculiar place that made existence extremely painful. It's healed up a little bit now, but yeah. How's the Ontos video going? I think I'm going to refilm the talkie bits. I'm not super happy with the way it turned out, but I do have all of the range testing and all the accuracy testing and stuff. I'm trying a couple of different things. That should be out soon. Not going to lie, I know that video is going to bomb no matter what I do. So it's like, I'm tossing my motivation to get it finished in a timely fashion, but I do need to get it done. I do think it's a fantastic thing, and I think everybody needs to try to get one. I just, as with most 3D printed things, it's really not worth buying, like, a completed one. Although, I would make the argument the Ontos may be the best blaster for building a completed one, because it could do anywhere from, like, 100 to 300-something FPS. I'm okay. I'm trying to be coy, because it's a sensitive subject, but yeah, I got an injury that made it really difficult for me to stand up and move around. So that kind of laid me in bed for Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday I didn't have a choice, nor yesterday. It's getting better. This is the first time I've been up here, I think, almost all week. I'm probably not getting Ontos, but I plan on bringing a shrew for the bullpup thing. I've heard a lot about that blaster as well. Are the packages on your walls empty? No, they all have the blasters, and most of them are sealed. So yes, I do have on my back wall sealed clear Vulcans and stuff like that. I should be fine, guys, but thank you very much. Auto Tommy 20's rare? Not really. I had to ask GDOP. I think it's a different one than the one I have. Mine's on the other side of the desk, but yeah. Tag Backsmiths. I will try to do something. My schedule for this December got really screwed over, and I already have stuff going on. Monday, Danny is coming down and we're filming a video. So there's that. So my Monday's gone. So my plan tomorrow is to get something for Monday while cleaning up here, and it should be fine. I should have absolutely nothing that can get in the way, knock on wood. That shows you how long I've been out of the game if there's a Magpie 2.0. Working on a Dominator right now. Dude, Dominators are sick. I printed out the stuff for like the short dart Dominator and never did anything with it. And now that I've moved my desk and stuff, that stuff is long gone. I am going to have to eat. I'm sorry. You know, get out your celebratory ramen for your live stream. It's not fair, but I have to. Hello, autistic tank enthusiast. What barrel do you recommend for unicorn? I'm not really good on barrel length stuff. I'm not the person to ask for that. You seen the Moose double stacks? I have, yeah. He showed it to me a long time ago. I mean, I thought the entire point of the unicorn was that it was a compact thing. People are trying to turn them into sniper rifles. Snipper rifles. Do you have a Woozy? I do have a Woozy. The reason why the video never happened is because it never worked right. I had the Select Fire Woozy, and I was super excited for it, and I fixed it, which I shouldn't ever have to do when I get a thing from a shop, but I had to take the entire thing apart, rewire basically everything. When I put it, I tested it, and it worked. When I put it back together, I shorted something out. I had like a wire pushed up against the motor housing. Blew the board. Sent it back to them. They sent me one they fixed. I took it out of the box. I put it on 3-shot burst and it emptied the mag. So it clearly wasn't working. And I tried to mess with it a little bit, but it was like I had spent so much time working on it. It just never happened. And I'm sorry that is a thing that happens. But yeah, that video never happened because that it's still sitting in a drawer. But I'm always around, Diego Valdez. I'm around. My live streaming may be spotty in the future, but I will do my best. Had a chance to look at the Hana? No, by Old Fusion's Designs? OFD Hana. I think I have seen that at some point. That thing is adorable. It's like, I don't know. I'd have to probably see one in person to really, it looks okay. Well, there's a picture of it next to a super spam. Okay, I kind of want one. I kind of want one. Okay. I see the appeal. Are you ever going to do Nerf dumpster diving again? Jake, if I have my way, I will be doing one Monday. I need like a flat, solid new thing, not a pre-existing project to sink my teeth into right now. I just need I need something that I can sit down and get done in one day. Then that will help me get back into the groove to do the other things that I have like so many half-finished everythings. They're calling it the spam replacer. I could see that. It's like 5 months old, if not more. Is it released? Problem with those is getting like a hardware kit and stuff. Hey, Arrogant Eyeball. I hope it's a great stream, but it should be a chill stream. How's the audio balance? Is it okay? Be lucky your heaviest Nerf blaster is the Infamous. They can get so much worse. Ugh. I have the AGM, sorry, I'm so out of practice. My brain is reading chat and trying to think of stuff. I do have the AGM bolt action rifle. I think I'm going to do that tomorrow. That's kind of, because I can just like do the thing. As much sense as that makes, I can do the thing. So. The Hana is? Yeah, it's, again, it's the hardware kits that are always a challenge. Plus, it's like, so here's the problem. I love everything I'm looking at with the Hana. Nobody's going to watch that video. That's the problem. That's the issue with most of this stuff. It's like, it looks cool. It's everything I'm about. I really want to get my hands on it now. But nobody's going to watch the video. I say nobody. Don't take that at, like, face value. People don't watch Pump Action Magazine fed springers. And 9 out of 10 times, it's because they can just go buy a Striker 2.0 and Nexus Pro X and stuff off the store shelf. And it's kind of hard, like, even with, like, the Ontos, which I think is a fantastic blaster and really competitive if you decide to just print one out yourself, if you have a 3D printer, which hopefully most of you are like, hey, I want to get a cheap 3D printer for Christmas because that will save you a ton of money. I don't know why you're spending $300, $400 on 3D printed things when you can spend $50 on a hardware kit, $20 in filament, and the printer prints itself. You don't have to usually sit there and baby it. Once it gets going, you're fine. And yeah, you save yourself literally hundreds of dollars. And it's not like it was back in the day. Like, most of the time now when you just do a printer, you literally just hit print and go. And it can get a heck of a lot easier if the designer already has, like, Bamboo Lab files and you have a Bamboo Lab printer. So, Silver Fox is selling hardware kits. Unfortunately, they don't like me, so I don't know if they would even ship one to me if I bought it. So, I'm just going to assume that's a wash right there. That does make things a little bit more complicated. Hey, James! Where the live stream's been, let's get banned. I have a lot going on in life. It'll make sense in the future. There's an AGM Mastech railgun? Eh? Ugh. Drop on a cheap... I can't believe that people drop the amount of a cheap printer on a blaster. I can't either. Like, I swear these shops that are trying to sell 3D printed blasters are literally trying to, push you out of buying one. I understand, like, building a blaster can be annoying. I do understand that. That is definitely a thing. But, I mean, I built that, so I can build pretty much anything. What if I did a naughty mod on the Ragefire, make it fire 12,000 like a real minigun? I've seen it and it's possible. I'm sure you can get pretty fast with the Ragefire, but the thing that's going to stop you with the Ragefire is that it has like one motor that does the spinny barrel, the indexing of the chain, and moving the pusher. That might get you. So, I can do anything. So, I think I've seen a couple of Ragefire mods. I know Evan, the one who did the Greg, did Ragefire mods. I don't know. 2,000 RPM isn't even really that hard. Like, we had 2,000 or more Lepises. So, yeah, I would probably get that too, Quintic. Quintic says, I suspect a gearing would shear at some point, which I heard a lot of people had problems with. It's one of the reasons why I never finished my video on modding the Boxer Pro, is because a lot of people were telling me theirs were dying instantly. Classic for real has tipped $1. Let's see if Streamlabs works. PS, you're right about online shops and blasters. Well, yeah. That should be a convenience thing. The only other time that does prevent you is like when it's an exclusive to a shop, which is somewhat understandable. I'm not going to be one of those, everything should be free, open source everything. No, because if you spend 4,000 hours designing your own blaster and you want to put it out there, and one person from a country decides to buy your stuff, download your files, and then sell it on their website for 1/4 the cost, and you can't do anything about it, yeah, I would understand why you wouldn't want to have everything be open source. I do think that having the ability... I firmly believe that nothing great was ever built by a single person. I think almost every single time I've ever had a collaboration, when I've had friends over and stuff like that, the videos have turned out far better than they would ever have done on my own. I think most of my videos with friends and stuff in them have performed far higher than videos I've done on my own. Same thing with like building anything is like when you have an idea and, you know, ideas get mixed together, a lot of the times, almost every time I've ever done it, that's been great. So I am definitely on board with people having collaborations and stuff like that. So open source is pretty good. There are many a times, like, for instance, the HBM23, that Link shell ejecting solenoid, like, that guy built that entire thing on his own. And it is crazy how that thing works because it's completely analog. There's no digital brain or anything inside of it. It is fantastic in that regard. And yet, things like ergonomics and like basic design work on like edges and stuff like that, that was definitely a letdown on that blaster. Like, the grip is very difficult. The blaster is like actually using it, it's a little bit rough around the edges because everything's a sharp corner. But mechanically, it is a fantastic design. And I would love for stuff like that to be more popular and get more work done, more refinement. Because I still think like the HBM23 could be one of the best blasters we've ever had. And it's like, I didn't really see a whole lot come out. I think I saw like a grip and a couple of other minor changes come out after the fact. The base idea and following through of the item is great. The overtime people think of a thing to improve your idea, and that's what makes open source good. I agree. But I'm also firmly that in the realm that you can definitely have your own thing and protect it. I think that is very important. So I can go either way. I hate to be the fence sitter on that one, but I see both sides. And honestly, if you're a designer, I 100% support you doing whatever you think is best for you. Have you seen or planned to do anything with the Shellington? I did a post about it. I will do something with it. I don't know if I can get a full video done on it. I will at least get a short done on it here soon. I think it's pretty neat. That's another one where it's like, just buy a hardware kit and print it out yourself, dude. Like, I think the hardware kit's like $15, and for $15, there's a ton of fun to be had there if you have a blaster that can actually utilize it. It is huge and requires a lot of space to actually be put on a blaster, but it is cool. A fully printed one for $50 is like, it's a little expensive in my opinion. But if you're lazy, that's always an option, and I think shops should offer that. And I think they should price it accordingly. Like, how much would you pay for a Moab? Well, Machine Gun Tommy, or Tommy Gatling Tommy, that's one. He had them priced at like $3,300, I think. That's expensive. But I've built one. So I know why it's priced that high. That makes a lot of sense now. Top 1% watcher here, make way. Yep, everybody make way. How many of you? I've gotten some more. One guy sent me a post. It's like, yeah, they watched 400 something on my videos this year. I'm like, I don't even know if I have that many watchable pieces of content on my channel. That's a lot considering I don't even really do shorts. And then somebody else put me another, like, sent me one. It's like, oh, it's like 520 something videos. It's like, dude, that is blowing my mind. That is insane. That's so crazy to me. You need another drinking buddy and a Buzzbee review? I agree. That would be great. I'm with it. Quit to have homeliers always come over beer, 12 then film. It has been a thing. Having to edit those videos was fun. Thank you, James. Thank you, James. I just like the stream with my elbow. Hey, we'll take elbow likes. Should I get Nexus Pro X if I have a unicorn? Probably not. You can get a unicorn to hit 200 FPS pretty easily. You can get a Nexus Pro X to hit like 250 pretty easily. I don't know how many Nexus Pro X hit harder than 250. I've seen them break under stock. So, not saying that they're bad or they're known to break. I've seen them break. I don't think you would need one. I think if you have a unicorn, it's like if you have a unicorn, your next step up is like a Harrier. Well, thank you, Vesic. Info rewatch a lot of your videos because they're fun. I do try really hard to make my videos unique and fun. I really do. I like set out to make sure that like every single one of my videos was different. As opposed to content creators who made like all their videos the same. Then I found out that pretty much everybody likes the videos being the same every time because it's comforting. And yeah, cool. Guess I screwed up on that one. And at this point, I don't know if I want to fix it. If Nerf Pro want to be successful, all they need to do is make a Pro bolt action. That's maybe. I think if they wanted to do Nerf Pro better. So let's talk about Nerf Pro, right? Here's the problem with Nerf Pro. They had 5 years before they had, like, before Dart Zone with Adventure Force with the Nexus Pro X. They had 5 years to put out Nerf Pro. And realistically, when the Dart Zone Pro Mark 1 happened, Nerf should have been ready to put out Nerf Pro on store shelves at that point. And I'm uncertain why Hasbro, a lot of people, and I think even Hasbro themselves, I think I've actually heard them talk about it to me, is that they're always like, oh, now it's sound. We're so worried about sound and decibels and all this kind of stuff. So we're literally like trying to design blaster systems that have less sound. That's fair, I guess. I have had some pretty loud blasters, and for, you know, developing minds, that could be a problem. Homely was a been a member for 85 months. Step it up, senpais. Apparently, I need to watch more Walcom when I compared my YouTube rap to others. I'm slacking. I mean, you've only been a member for years. I think you're safe. I think you've done far more than you ever could have. But they do all this stuff, like, they were trying to, like, limit, they were protesting to, like, Congress and stuff in the US about limiting, like, foam dart impact velocity, and their cap was, like, what Nerf Rival was. And I don't understand this think of the children mentality when I think the bottle has been, the genie's been out of the bottle for years now, and I still haven't really heard of, I've not heard of like a major news story where like some kid took out another kid's eye with a Nexus Pro X. I have seen videos of like articles from news sites where it's like a woman was shot in the eye with a Mega Magnus and detached her retina. You know what I mean? Like, what is the purpose of this moral grandstanding from Hasbro and their children's toys when all kids want is better accuracy and higher velocity and more capacity? And I say this knowing there is a limit to that. There is a rational limit to the velocity and the speed and stuff like that. But at this point, it's like there has to be more, like, a better design going, because like they already lost on the Pro front. They should have done it years ago when we were buying worker darts from eBay and stuff like that. They didn't. So at this point, they really should have been trying harder, and they just gave up, like everything Hasbro does. Excuse me. Nerf Pro felt like Hasbro trying to poison the well on a higher FPS to the mainstream of me. Right, I agree 100%. I think I even said it feels like Hasbro is spoiling the well, poisoning the well. It felt like they were like, oh, well, you guys want Pro, here's Nerf Pro. Oh, it sucks? Oh, well, that's too bad. Guess we'll go back to N1 darts. Classic Freedo's member for 28 months. It's so on, homely. I like it when you guys fight over me. It's the best. Nerf is shooting themselves in the foot, and I think it hurts when they get the treatment. So, again, I'm going to bring this up because I bring it up every single stream. Okay? All right? I bring this up every single stream. Can we really be mad if a $40 8-and-up blaster doesn't hit as hard as a $20 14-and-up blaster? I don't think that's fair. There's obviously going to be a market for lower velocity blasters and stuff like that. And I'm not sure, correct me if I'm wrong, I am getting old, a little senile here and there. Most of the 8-and-up blasters we get now have almost no upgrade pad. And I'm like trying to wonder why we don't see more blasters being made for an 8 and up crowd that can be transformed into a 14 and up. And I think that's something that Nerf could definitely start doing. And that would make things a lot easier. But again, they're like, oh, we're optimizing things for sound. And it's like, okay, think of the children. I get it. But my problem with that is, like, it doesn't seem like anybody else is, and everybody else is eating your lunch. So are you really just going to be like, well, I'm thinking of the kids and they're not. So I'm better than them, even though I'm fundamentally destroying the entire ecosystem for everybody because Nerf is the biggest brand by far, and I'm not even trying anymore. So, yeah, that's not cool, Hasbro, and I really wish we could see you actually try again. I will say, I haven't opened the Arctic Zero Striker, but I still think the Galactic Commander is a pretty good blaster. It is one of the better Nerf things I think they've ever put out. Is it my favorite? No, not even close. Is it better than a regulator in almost every single way? Yeah, I would say so. And it's just huge, but lots of people like huge. So just ask your mom. Can the Nexus Pro X take more spring power than the old Nexus Pro? I'm not sure what the limit is on either of those, but I think it can, dealer. Even 300 FPS, it doesn't hurt. Well, that's demonstrably false. It welts really bad at 300 if you're within 10 feet. Siren Blink for 120? Yeah, that's way too expensive, user. Don't even bother. That blaster has been $30, $40, $50 so many times. Don't bother. Check eBay. Actually, we can check eBay right now. It was $40, like $32. It's still $32. Go on eBay, buy one for 32 bucks. Bullseye Deals is literally Target. They've sold 397 of them. I want a cut of that. Oh no, General Strife, it's fine. I'm not really, not to poop on your parade, but I'm really not even talking about leaks or anything right now. I'm not super worried about it. When is Nerf gonna release foam relays? They did. They did release one foam Knight Sword, and apparently it's okay. What is the worst blaster that is expensive? Ooh, Nerfs have had some pretty big stinkers. Yeah, some pretty big stinkers. That sword has a core? Well, like, most of them do. No, the Vendettans, I think almost all of them pretty much do, with the exception of most of the Zombie Strike ones. But, like, the Vendetta, or not the Vendetta, the Vendetta probably is, but the normal Vantage sword, it had a little core in it. I think it's a thin slice of plastic that goes up through the whole thing. The Marauder obviously did. I've seen it. The tips break off Marauders because that far off the edge of the Marauder doesn't have a core. So as you're swinging it, it tends to rock back and forth at the tip, and eventually you'll just like do the Zelda thing where you have full health and you shoot a sword out. I've done that with like 3 or 4 different Marauders over the years. Maybe if Nerf did cool attachments. I think Nerf just needs to do cool in general. Nerf, I have heard that next year it's gonna be better, but I have a whole video. I'm gonna get this done this week, I promise. A whole video on Nerf loadout, and I don't want to just sit there and dump on it because Hasbro literally sent me their entire blaster line. But like the biggest issue I see is like nobody thought for a second. They're like, okay, let's have like 4 of the same blaster, 2 unique blasters, all of them hit the same velocity points. And then on top of that, they're all going to be different color schemes, but have attachments that will never match up or look good. And that's dumb. That's so stupid. Nobody. The biggest point about like every Nerf Elite, Modulus, it's like those blaster lines are at their very best when they stick to one color scheme. So 4 years down the line, I'm just buying a blaster and buying attachments. They'll still go together and look cool. Elite did that the best. I know it started with N-Strike, but N-Strike Elite was peak. When you're going to Walmart and you're buying the like a Spectre reshell for $35, and you don't even want the blaster or the stock, you just wanted the suppressor to put it on your Raven that you bought from Toys R Us. Like, that was the pinnacle of it. And I don't know why they don't try to do that anymore. There's so... Nobody... Like, they're trying to copy X-Shot. Fine. The problem is X-Shot doesn't have really attachments and stuff like that. They don't have a legacy. And also, you're copying X-Shot when you both... Like, you're just looking terrible because you don't do nearly as good of a job. I'm sorry you can't have Sonic the Hedgehog and Poppy Playtime blasters right now. And nobody gives a flip about Transformers and My Little Pony, although I'm sure there are people that do, don't get me wrong. But the fact of the matter is, like, when I buy, like, a Nerf thing, I want, like, the one blaster with all of the attachments. I'd love to have, like, take out my entire background and just have, like, the one Nerf blaster and all of the attachments that match it. That's the kind of stuff. Even X-Shot with their Insanity line is doing a better job of that right now, because all of their Insanity lines, with the exception of like the Horror Fire and stuff like that, they're all the same. I want my Mega back. Don't mind me, I'm still waiting to finally go first, still waiting for my Ranger to be done. Oh, you order one? I mean, I can't help you with that one. I'm not a shopper or anything, but yeah. Attachments are poor return on investment. I don't know what to tell you, man. Sometimes you have to do stuff that doesn't immediately make you a bajillion dollars to make your product line more successful. It's like an investment. A little bit spicy. Probably not classic. I was literally gone from 1 p.m. to about, what, 12 o'clock last night. Has the creator of the Moab thought about designing a double stack backpack? Yes, I think they've already shown it off. It was actually one of the Moab stretch goals. All I know is that there's going to be a one-piece Going Merry blaster. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin both One Piece or the Going Merry. The Going Merry is important. Hey, Goji King. If Walmart and Target won't buy it, well, freaking... It could be said that, like, almost all Hasbro everything aren't being bought. When I go to Target, I've seen the same blasters I've seen on the store shelves for the last 3 years. Geo searched up Poppy Playtime X-Shot, wondering how we even got to this point. Money is how we got to this point. And I'm fine with that. I'm not going to poop on the Zoomers for having their things. Some of those, like, I'm not like, you know, I'm too old for this crap now, but, you know, I liked Five Nights at Freddy's when it happened over a decade ago. I thought it was, like, one of the coolest things. I liked Undertale for the same reasons. And Zoomers ruin everything, so that's how well that went. The creator of the Mob should make a little machine that relings the belts. That's a way more... That's harder to build than the actual blaster. Awesome. It's ice cold. And my burritos are ice cold now. Oh, this is going to be great. I would make the argument that Nerf needs to try to win back a fan base. I don't think people are buying Nerf for a couple of reasons. My first thought on Nerf's problems is that they spent 4 or 5 years doing all of their effort on Fortnite, Roblox, Minecraft. I'm sure I'm forgetting one. But all of their blasters were all licensed stuff. Like, and that's the thing, is like, Nerf has good designs. Nerf has fun blasters, and like, they don't even try. They're just like, yeah, we're just gonna push out all the Roblox stuff now. Every blaster, we're just gonna reshell it with a Roblox theme and put it out on store shelves for way too much money. Like, I would argue the Overwatch one at Quintic, I think that one was great. It was a small line. All of the blasters, there were even some really unique blasters in there, like McCree's hand cannon and stuff like that, McCree's roller, like, where they were legitimately really cool ideas, and they were also rivals, so they're a little bit more expensive. I don't think there's a bad blaster in the Overwatch line. I do think they reshelled the Chronos too many times. And people are like, oh, what about the McCree blaster? Dude, I still think that's the coolest blaster in the entire line. You can't convince me otherwise. But that was cool. And it's fine to do that, but it's not like during those years, did they stop making N-Strike Elite? No, they still put out probably bangers. I don't remember what years those were. It sucks. Because when it came to like 2018, 2019, stuff like that, they were just putting out, oh, here's the Strife, but Roblox. Here's the Strife, but Minecraft. And almost every single time, it's like, here's the Strife, but Minecraft and worse. And also more expensive. And they lost a good fundamental amount of kids that no longer look at Nerf like its own cool ecosystem thing. It's like, oh, Fortnite had foam dart blasters. They don't even recognize the name Nerf in there. And I think that coupled with their terrible performance of everything while every other company started picking up the slack. Like, I'll say it straight foremost. You can take an X-Shot Clip Mania, and I bet you, if you tried hard enough, you could grab it and flex it and break it in half. But let's be real. It's a flywheel blaster. If it was a pump action Springer like the, what is it, the Shadow Speed Recon, where it's flexing and you could very easily just snap it because the plastic is so thin, with a flywheeler, that's just weight saving. It also makes it so it's going to be a little bit louder. If you want to make flywheelers quieter, Hasbro, you can pet like foam and stuff in the shell. Like, we've done that for years. It works. I don't know why you're not trying to do stuff like that, but the point is, like, the identity of Hasbro and Nerf as a whole was lost for 5-6 years. And then they don't have those licenses really anymore. I think the only one they're doing is Minecraft, and even then they put out like 2 blasters in the last 48, or 48, but 24 months. It's like they had like the Pillager crossbow and the bow. The single shot $20 bow. They could have put more effort into N series as a whole, but the problem I have with N series that makes me as a fan try to tell me I'm not a fan. I get angry comments and emails from people. I see comments all over the place across the internet where it's like, all I do is poop on Nerf. I'm not a fan. Do you not see how many thousands of dollars I have in blasters behind me? Do you not see that? I am a massive, every blaster over there is amazing. That's why it's there. I want more of that. And very rarely do I find something from Hasbro anymore. You got like the entirety of N series when it first launched, right? Everything. With the exception of like maybe like the Infinite, because it had a new type of magazine, a chain mag, which is honestly kind of cool. Like, they're all just N-Strike blasters, but now they shoot N series. And the problem with N series are, we've still not gotten a definite conclusion that these darts are superior in any way. I feel like some N series blasters are fairly accurate, and I feel like most of them are garbage. It doesn't help that Hasbro laid off like a quarter of their staff. Well, yeah, but everybody has from COVID. I just don't know where all the effort from hiring a bunch of people during COVID helped. I mean, you gotta remember, it was weird. During, like, the bad times, people were buying more foam dart blasters. My channel views have never recovered from COVID. It was so high up there. People were buying so many foam dart blasters. Because it's actually kind of like, yeah, you can go outside and shoot your friend. Just, you know, wear a mask or something. It doesn't matter. Whatever it was. If they made a double punch that took those chain mags, that would have been cool. That's the other thing. So, why is it that, like, every cool Hasbro design seemingly never comes back?
Let's rock.
Ever. It always seems to be a one-and-done deal. You will never see, like, oh, it has a couple small issues, but the next iteration would be perfect, Hasbro. Never happens. But we'll get 40 strifes and with all different flywheel cage designs for some freaking reason. That's the other thing. Why are you so openly antagonistic to people modifying your... Obviously, that is a lost cause. It has been a lost cause For years, you have lost. People are gonna modify their entire YouTube channels that lived and died by them opening up your blasters and modifying it. You don't need to drill holes in plunger tubes. You don't need to taper them. You don't need to hide with, well, we just do that because we're gonna put so much more engineering power into designing these pieces so they don't make as much noise because the 2 decibels will blow out little Timmy's eardrums. Meanwhile, X-Shop will be like, yeah, we don't care. This thing's full of like 14 gears, has a massive plunger tube, and we just put the weakest spring possible in there. So it's like, yeah, cool. It won't blow out little Timmy's eardrums and it'll still hit 90 FPS. What you doing, Nerf? And then again, it's like, I think the X-Shot Crusher is one of the best blasters we have, and I'm tired of pretending it's not. And the only reason it's not literally the best is because it's made from like paper mache. If X-Shot did a $60 crusher, reinforced every single, they dry fired that thing 100,000 times and it never even skipped a dart, and they put it on store shelves with 100 rounds and chains and maybe a little backpack thing that you could put on to hold more chain, I think every person in this live stream would buy that. I'm that confident. It's amazing blaster. The X-Shot Crusher, it's like, oh, you could do single shot and drop people, and it's great. And then you could just spam fire it as fast as you can pull the trigger to clear out entire rooms. It's a fantastic design, and then its ammo capacity is as much as you want to hold on the thing. Please, somebody make that happen, X-Shot. Make a Crusher that is bulletproof and amazing. Classic for real super chatted $2 COVID boo, and DOS Fox tipped with a YouTube link, which I'm not going to check during the stream. I'm sorry, I can't really do that. The only reason why autistic gears can't handle a freaking sender is because the wheels are misaligned. That's fair. Ice cold ramen. Fantastic. Now here's 2 Marvel Wars. Yeah, that's the other thing. It's like, and again, if they're making money, fine. If people actually want to buy $25 single shot Marvel things, whatever. Favorite monster flavor? Bad apple, and it's not even close. Bad apple is absolutely the best monster flavor they've ever had. If it goes away, I will be very upset. Sponsor me, Monster. They could make it like a Pro Crusher too. I think if you do like a Pro Crusher though, you just have the chains be normal dart length and just have it come with short darts. I found the sender and torrent quite serviceable with a little tweaking. That is fair, and I will also give you this. Both the sender and the torrent were unique designs. It was still a pump action magazine fed Springer. It was still a magazine fed flywheeler. They were different designs, and I will never fault Hasbro for that. Did the designs work? Hell no. They looked super cool, but did they work? No, they did not. You could make them better. I'm sorry for the people who thought I was being too harsh. I bought both of those blasters off store shelves because Hasbro wasn't going to send me them. I didn't get flown out to go see their blasters ahead of time or anything like that. I gave you a complete honest reaction. I did the video where I was super hyped because they looked cool. I loved how interesting they looked. I wasn't concerned with, oh, we don't have Picatinny rails. Should have. There's absolutely no reason not. That is the dumbest thing. Oh, we don't want to have Picatinny rails because military. Hasbro, you lost. You're done. You're never going to convince people that they can't put their airsoft scope on their Nerf blaster, especially when it's shooting 150, 200 FPS. Come on, you're going to lose that one. Just make them Picatinny. You don't have to make them look like Picatinny. Make them Picatinny compatible. Who cares? Reinvent the rail. I don't care. If you like, they put out those blasters and they've never put out attachments since like 2016 with Rival. It's whack. It's so weird. What blaster are you buying right now? You have 40 bucks and desire to take a ride. 40 bucks? I'll buy you some stuff. What would I buy right now for 40 ducats? Realistically, it's probably still going to be like an X-Shot thing. If you had like literally just 40 bucks, maybe try to catch the Vector on sale. I think the Vector's one of the better blasters we've gotten this year. I think the Vector's Anybody disagree with me that the Vector is probably the best blaster? I know a lot of people are going to say the MPP, but the motorized piston pump from X-Shot, the AG, but I still think the Dart Zone Vector was the best blaster released this year. I'm still fairly certain of that. Am I wrong? The Torrent was saved by the RS2. Yeah, but you buy, I mean, if you got one for cheap, sure, but then you have to either print one out or find somebody to print one out. It's like, I don't know. The RS2 does look cool. Oh, God, it looks so good. No shell lever action. I mean, we've already kind of confirmed that's possible. I would take no shell lever action, just like use the Conquests or the Dictator's magazine system, but with a lever action. Come on now. The Pro line just looks unpainted and unused Rebel designs. I mean, but everybody likes the Rebel designs. Like, who can tell me they didn't like the Rapid Red and stuff like that? The Boxer. So the weird thing with the Boxer is it is awkwardly pretty accurate for what it is. It's still not like first shot accurate. I'm just saying from like, maybe I'm wrong about this. When I think of best blaster, I think of like the jack of all trades, master of none kind of thing. And that's where the Vector hits for me. The Vector is like 85% of the way there from like the tippity top, best, most accurate springers, right? Like, it's not gonna replace your Nexus Pro, but at 100 feet, neck to neck, you're gonna have a pretty decent shot of getting first shot accuracy with a Vector, compared to like maybe you're probably always gonna be accurate with the Nexus Pro X. And I think that's what makes the Vector, it's legitimately an evolution. Even if you go back and look at like the SBF, if you look at like even Hawkeye's, like I think I showed it off Hawkeye's flywheel cage, it's like the Vector managed to put the bearings of the B car like that far from the flywheels, while every other blaster is like almost a full dart length away. So I definitely feel like the Vector was, if there was one blaster I recommend you have to get this year, I think it's the Vector. It hits really hard on just double A's. It's compact as hell. So even if you have a Stripe, even if you have a Nexus Pro X, you can still do with a Vector. You can make the argument you don't need a motorized piston pump if you have a Harrier, right? You can make that argument. It doesn't make it right. And before the Vector, the whole point was like, oh, this is an AEG. Now you guys get to see what these blasters can do, because the AEGs are basically flywheel springers, but they never have the rate of fire. And that's something the Vector does have. Do I still have the Ace of Spades? Yes, I have 2 of them. How much is the Vector? Depends on what sale's going on at Target. I got mine, like when it was brand new, my Vector was $31 because it was like already $15 off from Target Circle and stuff. Kind of depends. There might be a sale right now for all I know. It's currently $40. That's the normal price, but there is 2 deals. Save $5. Can I only use one of those at a time, or can I use both of them? Hold on. I think I might... I thought maybe it didn't add it. I tried to add the 2 deals, and it just gave me neither of them. Applied in cart. Go to cart. It still says 38, but maybe I do check out. It's wanting me to like sign in. But I bet you could save $5-10 off that. So that might be worth. So the gap between AEBs and flywheels are basically like 80% bridge. No, it's just the one blaster, the Vector. We have to see what else that Dart Zone does with that tech. AEBs, I think AEBs can be slightly less accurate than normal flywheelers. I do think that's a thing. Or normal springers. I would put most AEBs at like a 95. It's really hard to beat the accuracy of a springer. It really is. Trying to support my class for Nerf Wars. My primary is a motorized rage fire, and I'm torn between a rough cut and a villainator. I mean, rough cut is a secondary. Just sling it off your body. Boom. Not rough cut. I'm sorry. The villainator. Because that's, like, the best, like, just pull it out and just slam fire home. Why do you think the Strifex, like, okay. When have I said the Strifex is underrated? When have I said that? I don't think the Strifex was, even when it came out, I was like one of the only people that was like, I don't think this blaster is really that good. Because it was like, what? It was a lot of money. And they again did all the things where it's like, oh, our mag, your blaster won't work with, your mags won't work with our blaster. All these little tiny stupid things. And I think the biggest problem with the Strifex is wasted potential. Why is the battery the size and shape of the Strife door? What was the purpose of that? Why not make a battery that has near universal use and just have a Strife extended battery door cover? I don't think the idea of the Strifex was bad. The plan of like, it was literally like a Strife that you would have made in the hobby that you could buy off store shelves. 4 years too late. That's the problem. For $120 just to be outclassed by $40 Maxim. The Maxim's still a fantastic blaster. If you wanted the Maxim over the what do you call it, the Vector, I would understand that because the Maxim's really good. Shoulder mounted rage fire with smoking barrel. Yeah, I could mess with that. I know target is justified flex. I seem to have course corrected. I don't really pay attention to what's going on. I don't stand for any retailer. Would you recommend Venom Pros, a little blasters to play around with? Yeah, everybody should have Venom Pro. Unless you have a Lightning. And honestly, could I sit here and say you're justified paying for a Lightning if you already have a Venom Pro? Not particularly. The Lightning is better, but it's like you're talking about Venom Pros 80% of the way there already. Strifex for $45? You could rationalize a $45 Strifex. It's on Amazon? Well, why are you saying that instead of posting a freaking link to my Amazon affiliate? By the way, I'm going to shill this every single time. I might even shill it in videos now. Use my Amazon affiliate link, please. It works for literally everything on Amazon. I know it defaults you to a Nerf page, but anything you buy off that, I get like anywhere from like 3 to 7%. And it doesn't cost you anything. So that adds up real quick, and that's how I can afford to buy a whole bunch of stupid stuff for the channel. And I would really appreciate it if you guys like went to grandma's computer and changed her Amazon link to my affiliate link. I can put one out that's just not, just normal. Here's one that's just the homepage, I think. Yeah, this is just the homepage. That's the affiliate link. Boom, done. Anything you buy through there. But let's get this Strifex. Yeah, ends in 6 hours. Okay, that's like what, 160 FPS rechargeable lipo? Yeah. Does anybody think that's not worth? I'm pretty sure that's worth. So if there's the affiliate link to that, I actually might even make a post about it. Let's make a little post on the thing. Thanks for bringing this up, General Stretch. How do I do posts? I don't know how to social media. It's been a while. Screenshot folder. I need to clean out screenshots. There's years of garbage in there. I wish Nerf could have done so much more with Halo. Yeah, why did Halo get kind of snubbed? for under 50. Sorry, I'm writing. Sorry, I know this is the annoying part. Man, my burritos get ever colder. Cryo, I believe I got that. Is that the one with the foregrip built in? I was gonna do a post about it. I was gonna bring it up and I didn't, but it's down in on my kitchen table. There we go. We got a post. I don't like including links in the main body. I think YouTube suppresses that because they want me to use... I guess they could also do the YouTube shopping, which honestly has also been profitable. If you want to use the YouTube shopping, you should do that too. Cool, these things are ice cold. Complaining about children's toys makes me hungry. Boomco Pro would be amazing, Logan. They could do it right now, and I think it would still be good. I have not, Amy. I don't know any of the Xbox stuff. I like a lot of their stuff, but yeah, Xbox doesn't really talk business with me ever. Never has. They've sent a lot of stuff to a lot of people I know, and they've never wanted to interact with me in any way on that. I'm not sure why. Had credits to makers original, I merged them. Hopefully I still have that note. Again, that was like, my week has been a whirlwind, Cryo. I was gonna make a post about it. I can't get a video done on it. It's not enough for a video, but I can get a post done. Thank you very much for sending it in. I like monolithic grips. It's cool. Do you know if the Nerf was gonna make a Dart Tag Elite line, but then got canceled? I think I remember that. I'm sorry. These are the ramen, and these are the only thing I've had to eat today. These are pepper jack chicken ones from Costco. I got to be like a real streamer and put on some copyrighted piece of material for you guys to watch while I eat. And then re-upload that as a reaction. Pepper jack cheese and chicken. I think that's about it. It doesn't need much. It's good. Just had Wingstop. Oh, I would murder chicken wings. I'm a big fan of like the MP5K, whatever one has the vertical foregrip. I love that design. Great question, Amy. Whatever happened to that crowdfunded Vortex Blaster that was so hyped up but nowhere to be seen? They took the money and ran. I've held the blaster. I've shot the blaster. They wanted to like come out here and have me film a video on it for the channel, and then didn't. I was going to charge them some money, but I thought my price was very fair. And, yeah, they were like, yeah, we'll talk about it, and then never came out. I was originally going to do a video on that blaster before I even moved here, because they were trying to charge a subscription fee to use your blaster. And one of my acquaintances at the time was upset at me because I was bullying thinking about doing that when it's like, no, dude, they're gonna freaking, you want a blaster subscription that walks out full auto for your blaster unless you pay $10 a month? And you would think me doing a video about how bad that is bullying? Well, joke's on them. They paid hundreds of dollars for a blaster that never showed up. But I'm the bully. People are dumb, man. People are so dumb. If you had to use one blaster with a shield, which would it be? If I'm using a shield, I will always only use front loaders. Anything else with a shield is just not fun. What? No, he is the Walcom of Nerf. What? I missed something somewhere. Favorite gas station food brand? I don't eat enough gas station food to have a gas station food brand. Are you talking about like Sheets or Wawas? We don't have those around here. We suck. We got 7-Elevens, and honestly, they're not that good. Quick Trip. See, if I was in Texas, which I'd like to be, if you guys want to start a crowdfunding so I can have $200,000 to buy a house in Texas, which would solve literally every single problem I have in my life. Man, I'd love to actually get out here and own a house. That will probably never happen. I would just say Buc-ee's, because every single time I've had anything from Buc-ee's, it's been the best thing I've ever had in that category. I could go for some Buc-ee's beef jerky, man. Now, I don't want to know what Buc-ee's beef jerky like prices are, because they were pretty high when I was there, and now I think they're probably worse. But Beaver Nugs. The burrito, oh my god, the burrito I had was like the best burrito. I think I had a chicken sandwich in like one of those like wrapped up, like something, if you bought it from a gas station here, you'd absolutely destroy your butthole over a toilet 2 hours later. But the one I had from Buc-ee's was the best thing I've ever had. I actually had to ask Abquintic to bring me beaver nuggets so I could smuggle them home. We'd love to have you in Texas. I would love to be in Texas. Not that I do well with the heat. I think I would climatize eventually. Obviously, Pacific Northwest. God, they're like, oh, flood advisory until Friday of this week. They're going to have a week-long flood advisory. They're like, oh yeah, there's like 3 atmospheric rivers. You're expecting 20 inches of rain. Could you imagine that? Multiple inches? Why did my phone just go off when I said that? Buc-ee's prices are pretty middle of the road. I mean, I also make my own jerky, but I mean, I've talked about to the wife about we should move to Texas. The problem is that I don't want to pull us from family, and all my family is, so even my older brother is like 90 minutes away is too far. You need to live closer. And I'm like, well, sell me your garage. You remember the garage I lived in? Sell me the whole building. I will immediately one whole bay of that garage, which is huge. It's like a 2-story garage and there's no second story. I would immediately just start building a second story. Sell me the garage. It has to be cheaper than a house. I was there for Thanksgiving, and I thought about filming the outdoor ranged footage in his backyard again. Would you say the hardest build you've done is the Moab? Honestly, no. I know I sped run through the footage because it was a hyperlapse, and I think I even sped it up past that. The Moab build is not that bad. The only thing I almost screwed myself on, one, I didn't print out the tools. He told me they were optional. The tools are not optional. Just print them out. And the other thing was I plugged a connector in upside down, which could have fried everything, and it didn't. Multiple inches phone, you talking smack? Yeah, that's how it feels, huh? 67 people, 6. Yeah, I still don't understand what that crap is. Missouri getting snow last Saturday, then hail, then rain, then snow again. Dude, I'd hate that. I would hate that so much. Right now, because of the rain, actually, like, tolerable up here. It's like 46 degrees. I could... Hold on. So, like, where I'm sitting at the desk, 50 degrees. Granted, I have a heater that's crotch level, but that's okay. I can live with this. I've been up here, I've turned this on, and it said 29. That's not okay. I will have more coming, the General, I promise you. It's just been a very bad week for me. Man, the lever action gunblade thing, I actually have it here. All of it. This boy? This video did awesome. I'm really happy with you guys on that one. The average watch duration is like the worst I've ever had on video. But it made money and there's views, so I guess... Oh, there's actually darts in here. Oh, that's because this is the big boy. Always worried it's gonna come back and kill me. I put a hole through the thing. I didn't want it to put a hole through the thing. Pretty awesome. It probably will, Logan. It probably will. Eat my ice cold burrito. Mm. 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 Yeah, I don't know how streamers don't lose views when they're eating. I'm sorry. I have to eat. I've got a big frame to sustain. Where am I located? Pacific Northwest, outside of Seattle. Have you ever tried Chi-Chi's? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have. I didn't know that at restaurants. Don't they sell like a hot sauce and don't they sell like chips? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've had Chi-Chi's. We are in the silent golden age of the hobby. I don't know if I'd say this is a golden age. As cool as this year was, I still think it could have been a lot better. We need Nerf. Nerf, I want you to do good. Is that the Moab? Oh, no, it's the same one. It's the boy. Danny might buy this off. I might sell it to Danny. I could build another one. I could build a better another one. There's fuzz coming off my barrel. I do not appreciate that. Get the fuzz off my barrel. Not locked. Oh, it's because this one's like really big. There we go. But yeah, I think this is the perfect size for the Moab. I like it. I mean, they said it was better. I'm not going to pretend they said it was amazing. They said it was better. We'll see. Doing a video on the AMHP MOG. I think it kind of works now. Mine still jams, even though I replaced the pusher and replaced the flywheel cage. That's the reason why it never happened. I got sent that from Frontline Foam like a year ago. I was so excited. I immediately took it out. I filmed the unboxing. Was gonna do the whole thing. Go to fire it, and not only does it jam, but when I finally get it to actually work, the darts are coming out backwards and sideways. And they were shooting like super far low and to the right. It's like, he showed me videos of firing. The videos of him firing, he shot it like into a bag on his desk. It's like, yep, it's good to go. And like, I get in, I pointed at the range, and the darts are literally coming out, you know, 5 o'clock, not even hitting the targets. They're just diving right into the floor. And it's like, this is a 200 FPS thing. I can't even chronograph it. The darts are coming out at such an angle, I can't chronograph it. They sent me a new flywheel cage, and I put it in there, and then I actually talked to Heath himself, and he sent me a different pusher. The pusher that's on the current one has like a spring-loaded guide, so like it can't jam or something like that. He sent me a monolithic one, just one piece. He says, this fixes the reliability. I still had issues with the jamming. And I honestly, like after like putting a new cage and stuff like that, I just kind of set it aside. I kind of want to do it, so we'll see. But yeah, I'm tired of getting some things that don't work, man. It's really frustrating. Make a blaster ship like the Unicorn Gundam's Magnum that shoots through with FPS. I want the Unicorn Gundam's Magnum, but it uses 40 max shells. Yeah. Did Nerf ever release that limited G.I. Joe Hyperfire? I mean, it's been on Hasbro Pulse. If it came out, nobody bought it. I could have swore I saw it and it was on sale for like $46 at one point. Sup, Quiet Wyatt? Sorry, I'm eating. I got ice cold burritos because I've been yapping for an hour. Most underrated Nerf YouTuber, it was Blee, and it will always be Blee. That guy put too much effort and too much fun into his videos for him to not be way bigger than any of us. Why did you choose a walrus as your logo? So in like middle school, I had this joke for a fake company called Fuzzy Walrus Industries. And I always just kept that around as like a joke entity, Fuzzy Walrus Industries. And so when I started the YouTube channel, I made the joke early on about Fuzzy Walrus Industries, and it stuck. That's why. People seem to like that. Blee may never open his coat hanger. I want a Nerf riot shield to be a thing. Well, you can make one, or you could just buy an airsoft riot shield and have the same effect. Homely has that comic. What was it? Chewy Walrus Productions was the one in the Penny Arcade comic. And somehow I landed. The fact they're both pink, I swear to God, is just coincidental. Pink's my favorite color. I should have a print of that comic. Don't they sell prints? Well, they used to have a buy a print. I'd love to talk to them about that at some point. I'm sure they'd just sue me. It's Schrodinger's coat hanger. That poor coat hanger. I'm doing pretty okay, Aiden. How about you? Pink is the best color. I mean, it's my favorite. I was wearing the Jigglypuff Oodie because it was cold up here. I also just got out of the shower. Some people are like, yeah, Walcom's hair is... Every single time I like take a shower and then I film a video, people are like, oh, you need to wash your hair. It's so greasy. It's like, dude, I just got out of the shower. Get off my... Like, I'm going to have to beat your mom away with a stick. And you don't need to try to fight her for it, okay? Just get off. Have you used any of the Enforced melee weapons? No, what's that? I have no clue what you're talking about. Is that like an X-shot thing? Cold burrito still good. Blee's had some problems. I wish him the best. I hope he's doing okay. It's been a while since I've talked to him. Thoughts on printing pieces to attach to that new LMG at Walmart to make it an M249? I mean, have fun with it. It's your thing. You should make more Amazon reviews for third-party Nerf blasters. The amount of comments I'm getting about that, I swear to God, if I upload this video and it doesn't do like 40K in 3 days, I'm going to be upset. If it's like 10K on Monday and 14K by Tuesday, I'm never doing it again. Because so many people are like, hey, what happened to the Nerf Amazon thing? I tried to film like 3 more of them. I just wasn't feeling it. After that, like, foam disc shooter thing, I don't know if I'm equipped to do this anymore, and I kind of took a break. I meant to go back to it. Oh, is there anything better than ice cold burritos? I might even just, like, keep this here to warm it up again in the fridge after, or warm it up again in the fridge, warm it up again in the microwave after I'm done. Did you see the Terminus Beyblade double barrel 2-trigger rush light? I have not seen that. That sounds kind of neat. Do you still have your Buzzbee Ultimate Close Blast? I should. Looking for a foregrip for the Maximum? I mean, it's Picatinny. You can put any kind of thing you want on there. I recommend like the Worker Seagull short angled pump grip thing. Pretty sure you can buy those separately. They're really cool. I like them. What stock Nerf blasters would you recommend for a turn-in placement? I mean, Ragefire's a thing. Also, Boxer Pro. Would you need anything besides those two? Like, there's your short dart, there's your full-length option. Bam. If the Ragefire is an M134, does that make the Crusher an XM556? I have no idea. I don't even know what that is. Sorry, I don't play as much Call of Duty. Yeah. I do think there's a bigger... We should do more emplacement blasters. When do leaks usually start appearing? General Strife sent me a couple. There's some X-Shot stuff that was kind of teased, but nothing really, like, crazy. And there is like a Nerf One Piece listing. Nerf One Piece Going Merry. It's €16. So cool. That's probably gonna ruin everything. I just saw the X-Shot Roleplay Cowboy series thing from one of the links that General Strife sent me, and it still looks like it would have came with foam darts, like it was a short dart revolver for kids. No, it comes with 6 fake bullets. So it's just a roleplay thing, which is fine. You know, kids can have fun with that, but a little disappointing. The One Piece is real. I'm gonna end up obliterating this heater at some point on accident. What's the worst blaster that you have? What is the worst blaster I have? I have the Slingshot. I have the Uppercut. I have the Stinging Scarab. and the whiptail scorpion. Those are all pretty awful. I was trying to think of your mom joke for that one, but I couldn't. It just wasn't there. What do you think is most important to add to my full auto carbine belt fed LMG? You know, a quarter inch tripod mounting thing, so you can put it on a tripod. Do you like the Nerf Night Finder? I think everybody likes the Night Finder. Who's trying to make fun of me? You can't make fun of me. I make fun of me. Would you guess on Get Off My Lawn again? It will probably never ever happen. Ever. Unfortunately. Not that I've even been offered, I don't think. I wasn't cool enough. Trying to invest in a 3D printer. Should I tell them how to use your code link for Bamboo Labs? Yes, you should. Actually, is the X or the A1 still on sale? Dude, you can get an A1 for 300 ducats or an A1 combo for 400 ducats. You'd be a fool not to. Then getting full auto pistol. Should I go pew pew or lightning? Just get a lightning. Pew pew is gonna be. If he's still doing them, he might not have like a big long list, but I think the Pew Pew's literally like $700. And the Lightning's a good wave there. But the Pew Pew still fires so freaking fast. The Pew Pew will do up to like 50 rounds per second. It's stupid. But you also don't need that. The Pew Pew is more customizable, but the Lightning's mag and grip. I think the Lightning is a better use of your money. You can get 3 Lightnings for the cost of a single Pew Pew. But if you really wanted like the best of the best, although I hate the grip not being in the mag, or the mag not being in the grip not being in the mag, I mean, we could do that too. Yeah, the Pew Pew is still the best pistol I own by far. But I think the Lightning's most of the way there. So I'm thinking going full auto pistol. Yeah, we talked about that. What do you think about the Nerf Fortnite? They were pretty boring blasters. Almost all of them were just derivative. This blaster fire its mag in 87 seconds.
Let's
rock. Golden Freddy bit. Oh, okay. I don't know. I haven't watched that movie. Are there any Harrier style knuckle bow grips for the Seagull? I don't think so. I wanted to have that happen. Good to see you back on stream. Question. Feel free to ignore. I sent an Instagram DM about purchasing your HQC 3330. That's the metal thing, right? 1 second. Let me go grab it. I do have this thing. Is this what you're talking about? Don't need to be tightened. Can you make your streams no ads? Well, I could, but who doesn't like money? Legit question. I don't have a Lightning, but I love the Diana. I mean, a Diana is also, like, would I buy a Diana over a Lightning? No. If you have a Diana already, you don't really need a Lightning. P-Chan? I have L-Chan. Why are Dart Zone Nitro Shot darts always out of stock of their website? I don't know, man. They're the best, and they need to send me, like, 4,000 of them. You know, Bass Pro Shop sells Velcro Mega Darts? We went to a Bass Pro over a year ago, literally a year ago at this point. I had plans for some stuff there. I didn't know they sold Velcro Mega or Sticky Mega. Now I have to go check. Okay, so I do have this one. There's a couple of problems. One, I really like it. And if I was gonna sell it, the problem is I think I never will get another one. And I'm not, like, don't get me wrong, I need money, but also Danny was gonna buy some stuff off me. This wouldn't be high up on the list of things I want to sell, but at the same time, I'm not really gonna use it. I don't know if I could, like, give you a fair deal. I do want to see how well this thing works, because it's good. I don't know what the velocity is like. I had to swap out every single O-ring in this thing because I had issues with the velocity at one point. I hope it's still doing good. I don't know if I could, like, I would have to charge you a lot. There goes something important. Oh well. Don't mind me just taking the mag out of this thing that I used for a thumbnail. Oh god, it's full of darts. God, the Nerf darts are just garbo sometimes, man. Besides the slide in the real mag for the PA. Oh, okay. Chat talks about some weird stuff sometimes. I can't always keep up. So that's the other problem, Michael, is that, like, now you're like, well, it's insanely rare. I can't find anyone selling one. And it's like, well, that just drives the price up. All these darts are trash. Cool. Like, I think every single dart in there, the bag was just too tight. So it's like, I hate to be that guy, but it's like when you want to buy something that I don't really want to get rid of, I don't think I could give you a good deal on it. The only issues I have with it is I think one of these screws is stripped a little bit. Like, and you only notice it if you're me. There's a little slight wobble in the stock if you're looking for it. Because I tried to tighten it to get rid of that wobble, and it's stripped. And also, obviously, this thing's a little bit chewed up. I tried my best to take care of this thing. But it's fine. It's got character. I'm trying to figure out whether a dart that isn't broken is. That's mostly round. I bought a Game Face Prime for $30. Oh, yeah, that's a great price. It's good stuff. Like, you can't get over how smooth that is. Oh, it's such a good, it feels amazing. The lockup and everything on it just feels incredible. Let's see what this feels like. Hopefully it's still good. It's okay. It's okay though, because I have enough O-rings to change these out all the time. Did you send me was it an Instagram message? Sometimes I get a lot of requests and I see stuff I don't like and then I stop ignoring Instagram requests for a while. You can always send me an email. I don't accept friend requests on Discord very often because I use Discord to talk to, like, all of my friends and my wife and stuff like that. So having a bunch of people on my Discord list is bad. And I also have been a little bit more gun shy about taking requests on, like, oh, I want to answer a simple question on Instagram. So be like, hey, legitimate question. I'll answer it. And then they just bug the hell out of me until the end of time. And it's like, okay, I guess I have to, like, either block you or just ignore you because now you just won't stop. Shot that thing for hours. It really is, like, the best. I might have to lube it. It's probably just, like, it's cold. It's metal. It's been sitting for a while. It is such a good blaster. So it's like, you're like, I want to buy that, and I can't find it anywhere else. It's like, man, you better be ready to make some poor financial decisions. And mine's not even perfect. It's about as perfect as it gets. Like, I think you could fix things, like put in a slightly bigger screw so it would bite into the metal more and lock that stock into place better. I mean, I could be convinced. I wouldn't be egregious, but if you're like, I'll give you $100 for it, not gonna happen. Sorry. I think it was like a $400 blaster to begin with. There's nothing I have that isn't for sale. I don't sell The only time I legitimately will not sell something is if it was like a gift. I don't like selling stuff because, one, I'm a collector. Two, I don't like selling stuff because it looks bad. I've had to sell some stuff in the past. I am more like right now I could use the money. I could, like, it's been a pretty slow couple of months and I have things that facilitate me needing more money. So virtually everything I have is for sale in some description. Like I said, like Danny was interested in buying the Moab, and I'm like, well, I don't really want to sell that. I put a lot of time and effort into it, but money? And I could always just build another one. I technically have a second one, so maybe. There's always, but it's like a lot of the times I'm like, oh, for sale. People are like, can you sell me a Night Finder? I've got $3. I really want a Night Finder. Can you sign it? And can you cover shipping? And it's like, I'm not gonna get out of bed for less than like $100 most of the time. You're like, yes, I will sell you this thing. It's like $20. It's like, dude, I have to find a box, which, believe me, is harder than you would think. Find a box, package it, you know, get a shipping label printed out, tell you, like, communicate with you the entire time, like, how much that's going to cost. It, like, it adds up. It's like, I hate to say it, it's like, if I didn't reply to you, like, I want to buy a, whatever it was, I want to buy a Retaliator for $15. It's like, that's probably why I didn't answer your email. That's kind of how to go. I have $120. Like, I would never rip you off. That is absolutely never my goal, ever. I think my prices, other people can tell me if they disagree. I think my prices on things I've sold have been more than fair. I never want to try. There are things like, you're all metal C330. It's like, I don't think I'll ever get another one of those. And it's really nice. I might have to add a premium to that. That's the problem. Like, oh, you want my quick edge? It's like, you're paying at least double what I paid for it. At least. But other things, like, it really does. Like, you wanted my Brawn Tusk. It's like, I don't know if I could sell that, but I probably could. I sold the musket. I didn't want to, but I sold it. You know, there are stuff. Like, yeah, I have a lot of stuff that just sits here. I don't, it's like, would I sell my Harrier? Yes. Would I sell my Kunlun? Yes. Would I sell my Seagull? I already gave it to someone. It's like, not that I don't like those blasters. The problem is that I have so many other things. Like, would I sell my Javelin M4X? Yes, but only because I have a hardware kit for another one. I'd want to reason to build another one. But otherwise, no. You know what I mean? Would you spend $120 for a Titan CS50? Ooh. I don't think you can even buy a box for a Titan CS50 for $120. Especially with the mag. If you want the mag, I think they're really expensive right now. I have one in box sealed that I want to sell because it's like, it's worth a crap ton. Cool, I love opening up my eBay and seeing that Liger Zero sold Chocogen. Oh, they're not even that bad. I guess they fell. There's like, I mean, the shipping is expensive, but there's quite a few on eBay for like 70, 80 bucks with like 70, 80 bucks shipping. Looks like the prices on them kind of collapsed. Brand new in box one, 300 bucks plus $100 delivery. Like, I don't think I'd sell mine for that little unless I really needed it. I don't think most people want a Titan CS50 unless you had an extreme use. There was a point where I was going to sell my Titan CS50 for like 500 bucks. The Jupiter was super expensive. It's still kind of dumb expensive. Looks like used ones are like $130 something. They were worse. I'm surprised prices have fallen so low. That just tells you what Nerf's at right now. Like last year, I remember looking at the stuff and it was expensive. But it's also like, if you want a brand new in-box Jupiter, it doesn't look like there's even one on eBay. I have one. Would you ever sell the Ultimate Clip Blast? Probably. I don't know. I only have the one, but it's also been like a cursed item for me. The clips on the clip broke because it's just made of that terrible plastic. So Otherwise, a blaster's fine. I wonder if the Titan CS50 mag would feed well on the Primus. You would think it might, being upside down and all. I also can't think of a stupider looking blaster homely. I almost want to get a Primus just to do that. Big Tank Buzzbee Panther. I have a couple. I do. I think I actually know where one is right now. I don't know what I would charge for that. That's the problem. If you have to ask Cool of All Picks, don't bother. Because if it's a blaster, like, I don't think you can buy an Ultimate Clip Blast if you wanted one. Therefore, it's going to be expensive. Like, realistically, I could never sell this, but, like, how much is this worth? Like, think about it. If you want one of these, you cannot buy it. You know somebody who has one. How much do you think it's worth? That's an issue. Same thing with, like, this thing. This is broken. Like, the stock's missing. But realistically, how much is this worth? Like, you can't buy it if you want it. But this fat kid has one. So, yeah, Sportsman. I've seen Sportsmans pop up. The problem with the Sportsman is always like nobody knows what it is, how much it costs. Like, I have behind me, right up there, that is it's not sealed, but everything from the plastic wrapping to the stickers to the instructions, everything is in there. The blaster has never been put together. It's brand new. It's just complete inbox. That crossbow, if you want a crossbow, heck, if you wanted a sealed crossbow, I think you could find one. A Nerf 1995 crossbow. I bet you there's more than 5 on eBay, you know what I mean? There's 1995 crossbow. That one has the bow arms. They want $225 plus $100 delivery. That delivery charge is ridiculous. I'm sorry. But it almost looks like the Nerf crossbow is kind of getting there. This is one of the first times I've ever clicked, like, put something up on, like, oh, I'm going to check it on eBay. And there's one. I only see one so far. Now, the crossbow does also suffer from the issue where it's like most people who get them don't know what they are. That happens because it doesn't have the name on it. I mean, it does if you have the sticker, but if you don't have the sticker, you're effed. Whoever's selling this this crossbow looks in amazing condition. It's obviously been pretty well taken care of. It has the bow arms. You would not believe how hard it is to find the bow arms. I tried for like half a decade to just find the bow arms. I was going to pay $100 for just the bow arms. Could never find them. But again, if I wanted a crossbow, I guarantee you there are people in this chat right now that have 1995 crossbows. That's where things, like, there are times where things are hard to get because it doesn't have the name on them. These things are rare, but there probably is more of them out there because people don't know what they are. Like, this one does have a logo. It does say Laramie. It does have a date, but there's stuff out there that you can't find if you're looking for it. That's the kind of stuff that I tend not to ever get rid of because I want to have them all. Will I ever get to that point? I'm not sure. Wait, Helsing movie crossbow. Yes. Like, I do have one. They sold for a lot. This is a thing that for years I was like, man, that would have made a really good Nerf blaster. Turns out they made a Nerf blaster. The stock is missing. That's the problem. The stocks, you can see how, look at how flimsy that stock was attached. I could still have a stock in there. I have no clue. I'd love to find just the stock to one of these at one point and put this back together. But yeah, it looks like it shot old school Megas. And yeah, this is a thing. It primed through the back. How many of these were murdered to be turned into things? Like Nerf primaries back in like 2006. I don't know. But these are rare. I think the only thing I can find any information about that on is if I go to like a movie prop website. Triple mech is pretty rare. Why, Classic? Thank you. That was the most irresponsible thing you could have done. Thank you. But why? Now you have to give me a reason. You're not buying my blaster for 125. This I could never sell. I have already been. I will die before this blaster leaves my hands. Willingly, anyway. This, I think this is literally like a $600 toy right now. I might, maybe more. Which one? This is the Slingfire DX400. It's a real blaster. I think I have the only video on the internet of it firing. Like, this is on Obtainium. The pictures on the Nerf Wiki are, I think there's a picture, and I think it's literally like 15, 20 years old. This is a Helsing crossbow dart blaster from the movie Helsing. Van Helsing? I don't remember. I've seen the movie once. It was kind of cool. Honestly, it was really cool. I watched it with my dad, which is another reason why it's like, I'd like to keep this one, because I saw that movie with my dad. It is absolutely amazing. I've never fired it. Mega darts are kind of hard to come by, but just send a blaster. We can talk. I will find something. But this is very rare. That's why it's right next to my decks, is because it is very unobtainable. But I also have stuff like this was an amazing blaster. I don't know how the guy ever made money selling these, but this was like shipped complete, ready to go from 498 Nerf or 498 Impact or whatever his name was. It's like 130 FPS. It's a tiny strife. It's got a pretty decent trigger, all things considered. That guy disappeared. I don't know how he made that money off this, and I'm not going to say this is the greatest design ever. Yeah, Impact, it's on the side of the blaster, 498. I'd never get rid of this. I love this blaster. I would use this in a war. Like, this thing's super cool. It's super basic, and it's nothing super special except to me. Like, I think that guy's work was amazing. I don't know how he made money off these, but imagine getting a flywheel, short dart only, semi-automatic, 130 FPS blaster, shipped, complete, built to your door, 3D printed, for like, I think it was like $58 or something like that. I don't know how he made money. There was a guy trying to sell that for $250. Like, and it was demonstrably worth it in every way. Why not 3D print a new stock from wood filament? I mean, I probably could. It's rare, and I don't want to ruin it. There may be some way to do it where it's like I could keep it tasteful, but yeah. Red Buzzbee Clip Tech. Is that rare? Because I'm pretty sure red and black, I have one at least. Is it rare? I've seen like 3 different colors of clip text, and I think I have like 7 or 8 of the green clip text in the box down on the shelves. You got the Nerf Bungee Blaster, right? Oh, I'm not proud of this one. Oh. I bought this off eBay, and you can see it's got some damage. But yeah, I have one. This is the Nerf Bungee Blaster. You can make the ammo. It's like the Laramie balls, and like a bungee cord. But yeah, these are very rare. I do have one. And I paid, I think, like $200 for it. I had to. It was the only one I ever saw pop up on eBay ever. And have I done anything with it? I paid $200 something for it, and I put it up at the very top of my thing next to my desk, and never did anything else with it. I think I have both those blasters, the white and black and the black and white blue. There's actually two different kind of color scheme swaps of them. I think I have both of those in box, Quiet Wyatt. Loose, I probably have both of them as well. That shot yellow balls. Oh, that's the Ballzooka, I think is what you're talking about. That's actually not even the original, but I have them. I think I have them in box back there. They're somewhere. Yeah, it's a. Oh my god, this is so hard to do in camera. Right there, Ballzooka. It's right up there in the corner. The original, something I'll pay money for. I haven't talked about that. Hello, Daryl. Let's pretend you're a Pawn Stars expert. How would you appraise my Big Salvo? I mean, I don't actively sell blasters. If I were trying to buy it off you, I would give you $30 for it, no problem. If I was like somebody wanted to buy one off me, I don't know if I'd sell it. I have at least one. Big salvos are like $40 blasters for sure. $40, $50, depends on the person. You can still do a lot with a big salvo. Like, there's no reason why you wouldn't want to have a big salvo in like a normal backyard, not a backyard, but like your normal casual Nerf war. Big salvo can do a lot. Air powered for big tanks. Yeah, you can do a hell of a lot with big salvo. Will you do a video on the Worker Taishin? Do you want to send me a Worker Taishin? I don't even know, or Taishan? I don't know how much they are. I think they're like $500, $600, $700. And nobody's going to send me one. Worker will not send me one. You're tired of 14 and up blaster? Oh, I don't know what to tell you, man. That's when things got real fun. I do miss modding blasters to be 14 and up blasters, to be fair. What is my favorite Destiny blaster? There's only two, right? The Yallarhorn and the Ace of Spades. And it's probably Yallarhorn because that thing's just ridiculously huge. What was your reaction when you heard about Rival for the first time? I thought it was going to be like game-changing. And then I got one and fired it at range and was like, wow, these things are really inaccurate. I think I got like 2 or 3. I never bought the Zeus at launch because I didn't really like flywheelers. And when I saw how the Zeus worked, I was even less impressed by it because it was like, why is that thing $50 when it's so simple? But I think the Zeus was better than the Apollo in every way. New Solo Pros, build it yourself. That's 25 plus shipping. Solos are $10 a target. I think you're missing the point, Chubas. I will actively defend this. One, I think it's a super cool product. It actually is really awesome that they made like a DIY build it yourself blaster kit. I think that is definitely a thing that there should be more of. Because you'll know every single aspect of how the blaster works. And that also gives you a great jumping off point for modifying it yourself. On top of that, it's the only way you can get that triple barrel set up. That's worth $10 by itself, in my opinion. And you get 2 different shells, a bare flat white one, which is great for painting and stuff. And then you get the red one, which is the only way you'll get the red one. I don't know the price. If it's $25, I'm sorry, that's fair. That's a super good deal. $25, yeah. And free delivery from what I saw. Yeah, dude, I hate. It also comes with what? 12 darts? Does it come with the original barrel? It doesn't look like it, which is kind of a disappointment. But I'm gonna defend. I think that's a great product. I actually will probably buy one just to do a video on. I think that is a super cool product. And anybody talking crap about that one, you're not looking at the big picture. I think it's awesome. I think it's absolutely awesome. If they were charging $100, not maybe not $100, but like, you know, $75 for a build-it-yourself Nexus Pro, like that would be so cool. Especially if it came with a flat white shell and then some other piece that like did something different. Like, that's a real smart key because it's the only way you're gonna get the triple barrel. So, unless you print one out, and I printed them out and they're kind of cool. They also didn't work very well. It's got to be worth them, you know, molding and building that piece. That's why, yeah, no, I think $25 is great. I think everybody should buy one of those. That's such a, I want to buy it right now. Wait, frickin', what's his face just sent me $125. I will buy one right now. Screw it. Will you get the new Taishan? No, I don't have the $12,000 or whatever they want for the Taishan. Oh yeah, you can just have a new flywheel cage in it, David, and hook it up to a better power source, and yeah, you'll hit 150 FPS most likely, if not more. I think I missed Daryl. Because we need 60 plus blasters. Oh, 14 and up does include 60 and up. Just saying. Till your arm stops liking you. Swivel point that goes on the box support to a walker. My goodness. Can't make the kids happy. Can't make the boomers happy. We'll do a Kunlun Metal review. No, I'm not spending $600 on a blaster I've already done a video on. They want to send me one? I'll do a video. And before you start, when I charge, like, when I'm talking to companies that, like, they want to send me a product for me to do a video on, it costs them 4 digits more for me to do a video. So, like, a lot of people's like, oh, I sent you this thing, you need to do a video on it, or they talk crap about me. It's like, every company I've ever worked with, I've charged thousands of dollars to do a video. It doesn't matter if it only gets 12,000 or if it gets 100,000 views. It's like, that's what I will charge, and you can approve the video before it goes up. If you like the video and it performs badly, that's not my fault. You know what I mean? Like, I charge for that stuff because I have to. It's a good way to make sure it's like, even if I have no interest in it, I'm going to do the video. I don't think I've ever accepted anything I have no interest in though. Like the Siren stuff I was legitimately super excited for and got paid. A Gel Blaster was also pretty cool. The Kinect stuff was awesome. I'm really sad that didn't pan out very well. It seems like they just disappeared. Like they had some issues. I wish they would have had like one more chance at it, but it's super cool. I don't think I've ever like, maybe it was like the lasers. I thought lasers was cool. Like the only thing I don't think I really harped on was I hate their designs. Like their actual blaster designs are not great. The Mark IV, you were iffy, and I completely take that back. I think the Mark IV is awesome. Now that I've had so much experience with the Mark IV, I 100% whole horse endorse them. I hope you get how many subs that your goal is. I mean, I think I already smashed my sub goal. Subs don't matter anymore. If I wanted subs, I'd make shorts. Shorts have ruined the sub economy. It doesn't matter. It's getting to the point where YouTube doesn't even show you subscription numbers on like most. I think if I go to any channel right now, I don't think if I click on a video, it doesn't. It'll show the creator. It doesn't show you the subscription number anymore. Because it's dumb. Like, of course, people who just make 15 to 60 second long videos and upload 6 or 7 of them a day. Like, I've accidentally subscribed to channels looking at YouTube Shorts. The subscription button is right there in the middle of the screen. Of course you're gonna have inflated. And then I have 500,000 subscribers and you upload a full-length video and it gets 12K. And it's like, yeah, I wonder why you have 500,000 subscribers. I uploaded one short to Facebook, like, because I have like I don't know what's going on with it, because I keep trying to, I'm in like a Facebook program where they're going to pay me a bunch of money to upload reels. Fair enough. I'll do that. I kind of want to do shorts a little bit anyway. And that's a good way. It's like, hey, even if the shorts don't perform well, I'll make money. I put up one. It got 35,000 views in 7 minutes. I didn't deserve that. Are you kidding me? I think the other ones are like 40, 50, like if that. Like, I think one of them used like 12K, but like you get it. It's like shorts are, I don't know. I don't find any joy with them. They aren't fun. I can't make the videos. The videos like I like to make on shorts, nobody else wants to watch. So it's like, it's whatever. But yeah, subscriptions are completely bogus. They doesn't matter anymore. It's completely artificial. You know how hard it was to hit 100,000 subscribers? Now people do it in shorts in like a week. Because all it takes, like a bot cutting up King of the Hill clips can hit 100,000 subscribers in a week. They just upload 7 shorts a day, if not more. Like some of the content creators I follow, they literally upload like 5 or 6 a day. You sure should just be blooper reels. There's a ton of those, but the problem is, again, nobody wants to watch them. I would like to hit 1 million subs, but I am not million sub material. I don't feel like I'm done. Like, I think I still have plenty to give. I just, like, I would like to figure out, I need to do more of the longer long-form content. I'm going to try it with this upcoming Nerf review, which may be why it will take me a couple of, like, I'll work on it this week kind of thing. But, like, I want to see if like the longer, like the 30, 40 minute long videos, because I do enjoy making those. It's just like, it is such a gamble. I think the last one I had what do you call it? I had a sponsor for. So like when I was like, okay, even if this video does bad, I still get paid. And I still put so much effort. That zombie strike video killed me. But not only did the video turn out good, but I also had a sponsor, so everything was good. So I would like to try one more of those to see if it can do well. Then maybe that will be my thing, because I have a lot to talk about. I love talking about this stuff, and I lived through most of it, so I have a very good memory of it. I'm not going to say I never get anything wrong, but yeah, I have fun doing that. A buddy of mine paid his college tuition through YouTube shows. Yeah, there's some of that. You can make good money. I think if you want to make like decent money, I think you literally have to make like millions per, like I've seen, I'm not going to say the numbers. Danny showed me his YouTube studio app. And I made more money than him in that specific month. And he had hundreds of millions of views. I don't know why exactly, but obviously he's making money because, you know, he's Danny. But I was like really scared about that. It really scared me off doing shorts. I think I had one short that made like $80, $90. But it's like, yeah, it can be bad. And it's not like just making videos for the money. It's just like, if you want me to put several hours into something, yeah, I'd like to make money. Otherwise, how would I sustain myself? He probably is now. I think he's one of the better creators for that too. The shorts payout rate is like 10 cents per, or 10 to 15 cents per 1,000 views, I think. And I think it's actually even worse than that. Depends on where you're at. I've had some really insanely good videos, like that didn't even get that many views, but the amount they're paying right now is amazing. I was like, oh, my Moab video only got like 24,000 views, and I worked pretty freaking hard on that, man. It's not the video I wanted to make, but I had to get it done. I was under a timeline. I just did what I could, got it out. And then I watched my earnings on that. I went like, oh, I'm no longer upset about this. Even the lever action thing, like I think the lever action videos are doing really good. It's like, just make more videos, Walcom. I want to, and I will. Don't worry. It's just like, you don't know what my life has been. You will make sense, I assure you. But like all day yesterday I was gone. It sucked. What is that figure sitting on your character? That is a smart doll. I don't have... She has clothes on. She just doesn't have enough clothes on. I bought her off of a person who, a fan was like, hey, I know you like anime stuff. Do you want to buy this? And they sold it to me for a good deal. And she's adorable. The problem is the clothes are hundreds of dollars for those things. So I've had this smart doll here that I paid a pretty decently good amount of money for. that I never got to buy the clothes for. I've always wanted one of Danny Cho's Smart Dolls, and I finally got one randomly through a fan. And they sent me a sweater, and that was about it. So I've never kind of I haven't really posed her where I wanted to pose her. I should buy clothes for her. I will. I'll figure something out, because I've had her for way too long. It's like the ultimate anime girl figurine, because they are very, very cool. Very, very well made. Now they make thick ones, and I want a thick one. But again, these dolls are hundreds of dollars. I can't really rationalize it. I was there from the very beginning. Since when was the Brontos video at 85K? That's a great question. YouTube Studio. I want to see, we can live reaction if that has made Walcom a decent amount of money. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, that's made some money. Yeah, that's made some money. It doesn't take very many views. Like, I don't think anybody, like, the amount of work I put into that was, like, I think I put a bit amount of work into it. But I don't think that was, like, a week-long video. Yeah, I made money. The videos don't have to get an insane amount of views for me to make money. Like I said, like, the Moab, I'm gonna click that right now. Analytics. Yeah, it's okay. It's definitely, even though it took me, like, God knows how long building that thing, it's okay. I'm happy with that. Like, let's look at the Vector. I want to see what the Vector's at. I think the Vector, even though it got pretty good views, it didn't. It's okay. It's about the same as the Moab, despite having 10,000 more views. And then the Volcanic Pro. I think the Volcanic Pro actually did really good. It's less than the Vector, and it has way more views. Weird how that works. Now, the thing... You guys went nuts on the Boxer Pro. So this is something I wasn't expecting. The Boxer Pro video, you guys bought a ton of them off the Walmart. Like, it automatically put in the Boxer Pro, and that made a lot. That made a lot. Yeah, dude, again, I would show her off. I don't want to, because again, she's not that there's any details or anything, but it's a little weird. So I have her sitting there holding a Jolt. Look, I'm not going to spend hundreds of dollars on a figure and not have it somewhere. So she's been sitting there. I just need to buy cute clothes for her. At one point, I was going to commission an outfit for her, but again, they cost a lot of money. The clothes cost more than the dolls half the time, because they're just as detailed as, like, your clothes, if I really do. Did it do the thing? I can check. I think we're good. Yeah, General Strife, I saw that and I want one. That's so, I would love to do a video on that, which is why I know I'll never have one. I wish Xfox would be like, hey, do you want to do a video on that? I'd love for you to do a video on that. Just bring it over. I swear to God, the dude lives down the street from me. I don't know why he never wants to. I've invited him to hang out multiple times and he's blown me off. I don't get it. I don't know. What's wrong with me? Cash off the Galahorn. Oh, God, the Galahorn? I think that was an insane video. Funny enough, I think it's actually less than I would think. I think that video would have made me more today than it would have when it came out. Yeah, Galahorn? Destiny? Search Destiny. So the original video, this is too far back. It might not have good analytics. The original news video was 235K, and it made me less than the Boxer Pro video, according to YouTube analytics. Oh my God, what did I name that video? Biggest Nerf? The biggest, baddest Nerf blaster ever made. Yes, it's that big. That's a good thumbnail. I'll give myself a pat on the back. It's like used car amounts of money. Yeah, I think I probably could have made more money with that today. But yeah. Yeah, that's used car amounts of money. The one that always gets me is that one, this'll never happen again, I swear. When I just decided to do the Elite 2.0 series. Because like I had all these blasters and I couldn't get a video done on them. And I just went nuts. I just started the video. That video did not turn out the way I wanted it to. And it took so much longer to make because of it. Analytics. Oh, it has almost 1 million views. I didn't realize that. That's good. That video has made a lot of money. Like, am I ever going to get a video that performs that good ever again? The last good video I had was what? I guess the Brawn Tusk. Granted, I'm happy. Most of my videos are 30K plus. I'm super happy with that. The Brawn Tusk is almost at 85K. The Mammoth Greg is almost at 100K. It's like, when was the last time I actually had like a banger? It was the AEB, and that's only like 130K. It's been a while since I've hit. When was the last time I hit 200K? It's been a while. It was like the Nerf is trying to scam me, and that was from February of this year. The X-Shot Fury X is at 150K. It's been a while since I've had a heater. The Infinite and the Ward Review, that's at 200 something K. The Musket has almost 400K. How much is the Musket? Not as much as you'd think. Little disappointing. Ultra 2 Carbine? Dude, that video flopped. What's it at now? Dude, I was so upset. I worked so hard on that mod, and that video got like 7K the first week. Not as much as you'd think. It's pretty good. I would never ever say that's a bad amount of money. That's fine. Like, I'm not hard to make happy. I'm happy, like, I'm happy with videos that make like 30K, which just says I need to make more money. Like, I'm fine. The Boxer Pros, that doesn't count because that video is an abnormal video. It's like, what's the Lightning at? The Lightning's at, like, that video, that hurts. It's like 26K, didn't make much. It's like, I really liked that blaster. And it wasn't like bad click-through rate or anything, but yeah. Nerf has been falling off. Not a whole lot of people. It's just not as marketable as it used to be. The AF double fire. Oh my God. Why? I should probably pay attention to my, I can't even. I turned to Nerf shot and there's 70 responses. Yeah, I don't even know where it is, but yeah, that video, again, statistical anomaly. The Lightning was hurt, I think, but so many samples going out. That's true. It's also the annoying thing when a company like reaches out and they butter you up and they're like, hey, we're going to send you this thing so you can exclusively do a video. And you find out they literally said that to everybody. I hate that. I really don't like that. What's your favorite integration? The last one I remember doing was the double lightning. Not double lightning. What is the name of that? The pump shotgun? The one that they the Galaxy version of? I did really hard, like, trying to get like the different colors of the metal and stuff on it. That I was pretty proud of. It still works. I have it somewhere. Liberator. Thank you, Wyatt. One I like the most, like the Hellsender died. I think I still have it, but it's been dead for a while. Kid snapped the pump off of it. I was like, here, take it. And I'm like, they were like trying to prime it, and then they like looked at me, and I'm like, yeah, just go ahead and slide it back. And they ripped down and just ripped it off the entire front of the blaster. And I was like, and it never got fixed. Nerf 2 Ward. Okay. I found a double impact. I also got it for $7. I don't know if I could make a full video off that. What's the difference between the Omnia Gen 3 and Gen 2? Gen 3 has some changes that make it better. Thoughts of the build you're on solo? That's awesome. I think it's the coolest thing ever, Carl. I want one. I'll probably buy one and do a video on it because I think it's great. I wish they would send out stuff like that. What is with Dart Zone and sending out samples, man? The last time they sent me out samples, they sent me out the Brute. That's probably why. They sent me out the Brute and it wasn't very good. In my defense, I think it was fair on that. But they also sent me out like, oh, here's our shop exclusive of the Blue Outlaw and Venom Pro. And I'm like, they just like, heads up, we're sending these out to you. I'm like, not that I don't want them, but how the hell am I going to get a video done on things I've already done videos on? I'm really bad. Do you guys like that? And if I, like, should I just repeat a review? Like, I know I've already done a video, but here's a quick rundown. Like, does that diminish from my original reviews? Like, I'm really bad about like, oh, I shouldn't do a video. And it's like, same thing with the Ontos. It's like, I filmed the talkie bits. I filmed all the extra stuff. And then I was like, dude, nobody's going to watch this. I don't think I edited it. I don't think I ever got that far. But I was already like, I think I need to refilm the talkie bits. What's your most hated blaster? Oh, it's got to be like the hammer shot. It's just because people are like, it's the best blaster ever. The hammer shot's amazing. It's like, dude, it's not bad, but it's always been, like, I think the double strike, I think that was a cooler blast than the hammer shot. People loved them. It's like, I used to use them, because I remember I bought like 4 of them. I bought the whole box when they came out to Target. I remember asking the person going back there, and they're like, yeah, we have this and this, and they held up the box that had 2 sledge fires in it, and the other box that had 4, and I said, I'll take both boxes right now. And I bought, you know, the shotguns, they were both for me, but I gave 2 of the hammer shots to my roommate, and I had 2. And I remember at Dart Zone, like, the darts would get stepped on and stuff all the time, and that was like the only front loader I ever had where it's like you'd fill it up and then you'd run with it and darts would just fly out the front. It's like, oh my god, I hate this blaster. But then it's like when it worked, it's like 45 FPS. Like a stock hammer shot is like 50 FPS maybe. It was a hammer action jolt. And honestly, the double strike is a hammer action jolt. The double strike looked cool. That's the other thing I didn't like, the look of the hammer shot. I don't like the big the underbite, the Beavis underbite the Outlaw has. When I got the Sweet Revenge, I thought it was a better blaster in every way. It wasn't perfect, but it was darn cool. When the 4 Victory came around, I was like, that's so much better. And it's a smart AR blaster. I just never loved the hammer shot as much, despite me loving revolvers. So I was thinking of doing that White Lion, but at the same time, it's like, at this point, I'd rather just keep him sealed. And then a year from now, do a video on him. Snapfire, I wanted to like it, but it misfires so much. It's a super cool blaster, but it's definitely not worth using. And if it's like, you know, they're fragile, I could understand not ever wanting to really touch them. I would do maybe another video on the Liberator. I guess it hits a little bit harder from what you set up, Quintic. I had a plan to do like which Nerf sidearm is the best, and I was gonna go buy another, like, what? Actually, I don't think I need to buy another one. Not that they have them in stores anymore. The Desperado. I was gonna cover the Desperado, the Outlaw, and the Venom, and I had the new Venom and Outlaw. And I still might do that. The Cricket is the blaster I use the most. Yeah, the Cricket is just God tier. That's a 2025 blaster, right? Like, holy crap, that's a 2025 blaster, right? The Cricket? Because if the Cricket is a 2025 blaster, I think we completely forgot one of the best blasters released this year. I like the Cricket more than I like the Solo. Yeah. Yeah. February 2025. And it was $7. I think it's like $7.77 now at Walmart. Ooh. That video is a statistical anomaly and made a lot of money. Adventure Force Cricket Pro. Like, I forgot the Cricket. For some reason, these last 2 years, I get blasters mixed up. Yeah, it's $7.77. I think the Cricket Pro might actually be, like, the second best blaster this year. Oh, it sucks to be you, Hyperplays. Found a good solution to Exxon and Shannon. Take a toothpick or something, Gorilla Glue, slather it inside, let it dry, the dart shouldn't fall out. I mean, there's probably easier ways of getting it. I think the Cricket Pro, I forget the Cricket Pro was a 2025 blaster. That, man, the hits just, I literally have one here because it's like it never leaves my side. Under $8, and this is primary worthy. Like, and I like this more than a solo. Do I like it more than a solo that has a triple barrel? I don't know, but yeah. Like, everybody should have a Cricket. Everybody should have a Cricket. I keep forgetting these blasters even exist. I haven't been to I don't really go to Walmart, to be honest. Stocking stuffer boxes. They have like a box, like just, is it like already pre-selected? You just buy it and throw it in stocking or what? Regarding the Brute, the only things I can say are I love mine. I got a physical one at Walmart store weeks after I got it officially released. Darts don't want a good review. They shouldn't have said. That's fair. I mean, I don't know. People poop on me because I said the truth, and they're like, "Oh, this is the best blaster ever. You're dumb." It's like, let's assume it's really good. The Volcanic Pro is better in every way, and is about the same size. It is more expensive, but what's your 3D print? So the reason why I don't really like to do the 3D printed blaster things is because it's such a one, I can't review all of them. Especially this year where I barely got any of them. I like the Smiley, probably one of the most of all. I want to say it's a Smiley. Like, the Moab is a thing, but the Smiley was iconic. Yeah. I kind of feel like Smiley. I think the Dart Cell review is an org issue, not a review issue. They seem super disjointed. Maybe. But they're super disjointed to, like, their largest content creators. Like, that's weird. Like, imagine working... Oh, no, I can't say anything that wouldn't make me look like my ego is super inflated. But I think I am one of the larger content creators, and I constantly get snubbed by them. Which sucks. And it's like, I'm not... You can say what you want. It's like, oh my god, he did such a bad job with the Brute. Never work with Walk. It's like, I didn't say anything that was unfactual. I showed every single problem mine had right out of the box. I even gave it the benefit of the doubt multiple times. Vector, bought it myself, amazing. Volcanic, Homely sent me the Volcanic. Dude, I love the Volcanic. I don't know how much I could recommend it at $55, but it's like, do you want a Striker 2.0 in the size of a pistol? Get the Volcanic. It's really good. I definitely like those blasters a lot more than I like the Brute. The Boxer, God, why couldn't they have sent me a Boxer? Why did they send me a Brute? They should have sent me a Boxer, because my goodness. It's like, I don't understand why I'm constantly snubbed by them. It's like, it's whatever, man. But it's like, I don't need it. It's not that I will make an effort to pick up everything I can. They don't have to send me review samples. but it's like when they send a review sample, it's like it's not even a thing I was remotely interested in. Like I've had this problem with a lot of shops. Like I will go to a shop and be like, oh my god, I really want this thing, and they will be like, yeah, we'll send you this pile of garbage, and I'll be like, no, I wanted the other thing. Like I want the thing I'm excited for. I have so many video ideas I want to do. Hyper, I'm sorry. You clearly don't understand. And that sucks. You just don't. I'm sorry, Hyper. You're gone. I don't care if you hate me for it. You don't seem to understand why. You weren't banned because you were too young. You were banned because you acted too young. You're gone. Brute is absolutely the worst pro offering this year, but it's better than a lot we used to get. This is also true, but man, it's like I think it's just like if the Scar barrel just worked right, it probably would have been fun. But it was a combination of things. Also, I've never gotten a blaster where my darts looked like they went through an ant's nest before they got in the package and were sent to me. That is whack! Is the Omnia Pro Gen 3 any good? Yes. Is it worth $80? No. Is it worth 50? Maybe. Is it worth 30? Absolutely. My Brute I bought recently works well, but I think it's only because people like Walcom smoke out. I don't think that changed it at all, Glory. I really don't. Are there any good full-length magazine-fed pistols? Full-length magazine? A Retaliator. Omnia Gen 3 versus Vector Pro. Vesic, you dropping the hard questions. Dude, I love how the Gen 3 looks. I like how the Omnia looks in general. I don't have an Omnia Gen 3. It's always been too expensive, and they never... Why would they send Dart Zone? Why would you send me the original one, and then 3 days after I get it, when I'm already knee-deep in the video, tell me not to put the video out because it has a problem, then send me the Gen 2 months later? I want to say it was like 3-4 months later I got the Gen 2. And the only thing they really fixed was like, oh, the darts don't come out sideways anymore. Okay, what about all the other problems with the trigger delay and all that? It's like, oh, we kind of fixed that. No, it was still awful. And I think it just came down to like some kind of voltage design. The voltage to the pusher was like really, really low. Then they never sent me the... I asked Brian, like, straight up, like, hey, would you guys mind sending me the Gen 3? I'd really like to talk about this blaster. Crickets. I'm not spending $90 on the third version of blaster just to see if it finally works the way it should have out of the box. I can't rationalize that. But I love how the Omnia works. I wish the Omnia was a brushless select fire $200 blaster. $250. I wish the Omnia Pro was the Dart Zone Pro Mark V. Because it's such a good design. What is the best FPS of any of your blasters? I mean, I have drain blasters that'll put foam darts through watermelon, so... My closed box Brute was fantastic. See, I heard there's actually is 2 box designs, and the closed box ones are all great. I don't think the Brute's a bad blaster. It's just like, I was a little underwhelmed by it because I expected more. My fault. Dart Zone keeps setting my expectations sky high. And to be fair, it's like, I think I explained it pretty clearly. I wasn't hot on the Brute, and I wasn't expecting much from the Volcanic. The Volcanic is so good. Was there any problems with the Volcanic, really? Other than how annoying it is to change out the spring and stuff, but at least you can do it. I think I'm talking about it, Brian. I talked to him July, I think, in an email. Mine was open, the blaster wasn't as rough as yours, didn't have too small. I did have the 2 pulse speakers. It also could just be a subjective thing, like I handle so many blasters, but my trigger was pretty bad. Apparently the Buzzbee Outrage is better than Buzzbee Barnyard. Yeah. Dart Zone Links. Is that a thing? Has there been any Infinite Short Dart? No. Volcanic sat with bulk more forward than the Brute, which made it feel bigger. Yeah, but that's only usually because the barrel too, and to be fair, it hits so much harder than the Brute. Didn't the Brute struggle to hit 130? The Classic, I already banned him. He's banned. Just stop talking about him. I don't care if they hate me for the rest of their lives. They need to learn a lesson. I got a lot of hate for the Brute one. $140. It's like, that's fine. Like, the thing is I don't have both of them. Crap, I might not have. Oh, I have the Brute here. Yeah, no, this blast is huge. Like, can we not pretend this is compact? This is huge. This is rather big for what it is. Like, granted, this is mag pen and stuff. I love the mags that came with this thing, though. But, like, you want to... Why do I rave so much about the Lightning? If you have a Brute and you don't have a Lightning, this is what you've been missing out on. Like, I want to make this very clear. Does that change your opinion on the Lightning if you don't have one? Oh, that clear one is sick? They are really sick. How much my Brute and Boxers on the same blue color? You know, I'm with you on that one. I'm with you. I wonder if the Canadian ones were the same color as the Boxer. I don't know. I wasn't trying to, like, if you like, dude, this thing's, dude, I need a, let me go grab my Volcano. All right, here we are. Sorry, I had to turn on the light. So it's like, dude, no. Like, it is way easier to prime. Solid seal. If I put them, yes. So if I put this side by side, ignoring where the grips are, look. The Brute Pro is actually bigger. The Brute Pro is actually bigger. Well, it's slightly longer by 1/4 of an inch, but you get what I'm saying. The Outlaw is, not the Outlaw, the Volcanic is slightly thicker, but yeah. But the difference is this is like 140 and it's a pain in the, I don't even want it. Like, it's not that I can't prime it. I can. But this is basically the same thing, and it's really not that bad at all. Oh, this had darts in it. Let's do this side by side. Pretty good. They're probably about the same. Probably about the same. I just, like, you're not, I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like the Volcanic was way better. There is, the one thing I really don't like is they need to start putting, like, a small section of pick rail, like, They tried to do it where they had like the sight so you can leverage your hand better. That probably has a lot to do with why this thing's more comfortable to prime. But I can only put an optic up here and it sucks. I wish there was like that much Picatinny rail back here. Make it fit an RMR or something. Have a little fake RMR and then like let me take out the 2 screws, pull it out, and it's literally tapped for an RMR. This thing, if I could get a whole new slide for this that allowed me to have the optic back here so I could also charge it with an optic, be my favorite blaster. I would do that all day. If I could put my Osite S or something on it. I mean, this one's got a pick mount on it, but it's like, can you imagine how much cooler that would be? I need an optics tap for my... Yeah, I need an optics tap. Then, granted, like, so, long barrel, I like the idea of you being able to pull this on and off. Long barrels make things easier to point. It's way more pointable, which means it's a lot easier to hopefully hit your target with just like a hip fire shot. It really does matter, but obviously close quarters and stuff like that. But you could also, oh, there we go. I just reduced the length of my blaster like that. No, dude, I can't stand behind. I swear to God though, are these M-Lock because they look like M-Lock? And if those are actually M-Lock, I'm going to be upset. Zinc style, yeah. Honestly, that's the thing, is like, I wasn't sold on I think a lot of people weren't sold on this, but it's like, yeah, it is like a zinc. This thing will hit, what, 220, I think is what I got with it? Like, it will just, yeah, I just need a optics mount. Yeah, that's it. Somebody make me a 3D printed slide that's tapped for an RMR. RMSC or something. I don't like the far rear part of the one with the grip further forward. It's not a terrible design. Like, once you get it, it doesn't feel bad at all. It does give you a little bit more contact, a little bit more grip, and it does shorten the overall length of blaster. But the difference between these two is that this one has the plunger tube back here. So when you're priming this thing, like, you're moving the plunger tube in here. You're pulling the whole plunger tube back, pushing it forward. Like, the plunger tube is in there. With this, the plunger tube's down here. And so when you prime this back, you're priming back a whole bolt thing. So, trigger sucks. How's this trigger? Like night and day. Like, easy. And this is the one after I kind of fixed it. Oh my God. Yeah, I think the Volcanic Pro is better. Like, you can save a little bit of space with the Brute, but I think Volcanic is better. I love the Volcanic, but I just blew my budget on the Boxer, Brute, and Vector. I think those are, well, you bought the Brute. Did the Rage Fire come with 80 links? I don't remember. Sorry. You'd have to look at my video. I have a Mark 2.1 somewhere. I was never very fond of it. I don't even think I finished the video on it. Man, if I had a Volcanic, I could make an RMR mount tonight. Ghost Manta, damn it. I would... I'm almost tempted to send you mine. That's almost worth me, like, kicking you money for you to buy a Volcanic. I believe it. Your design language is fantastic. Oh, that's tempting. We should crowdfund getting Ghost Manta a Volcanic. I wish I knew where my 2.1 or my 2.0 is. I looked for both my 2.0 and my 2.1 and couldn't find them. But like, I remember the 2.0 just being so ridiculously small. The other thing I liked about the 2.0 is that the lockup was rock solid. Walcom, do you still have your Seagull? No, I don't. I do have my Kunlun and I do have my, crap. Harrier. But somebody did take the coon or the seagull from me. I can buy another one. It's not a huge deal. I do have my Buzzbee, so man, I think I've talked about the Buzzbee so many times. I need to take it apart just to replace the thing. The reason, like, when I finally built up the Buzzbee and stuff like that, I think it was awesome, but you need to get the roller catch. That part makes the Buzzbee so much better. But it's like they stopped selling that stuff. If I made a Streamlabs tip towards Ghost Manta's Volcanic. Ghost Manta, you still here? Should just buy Ghost Manta's like whole Cults 3D page or something. What's on their store? Is that a good way to support you? Do they give you a good Damn, you've been busy. Do they give... Damn, you've been real busy. I actually want that Adventure Force Osprey Embo kit. Does Printables give you a pretty good cut? And do they pay out pretty quick? No, we're talking about me, because I'll buy your Printables page out. And that should give you the money. Like, how good is it? Just better for me to send you a PayPal thing? Oh my god, the Varun. Oh man, this means why do you have so much cool stuff? Dudes. Dude, check this. Oh. Dude, check this out, chat. Holy crap. I don't pay enough attention, man. Hold on. Media file. I just want an image. Image file? Give me a second. I'm trying to find an image on my desktop. Chat, you gotta check this out. There's actually, like, this is the other thing I've looked at so far, and I want it. Dude, come on. I saved it to my desktop. I know I did. Why does everything have to be so freaking hard? Remember, if it lasts longer than 4 hours, consult your doctor. Dude, okay, I'll drag, like, where did it save image as? As 202. Oh, it's because it's hidden and all that. Look at that. Look at how cool that looks. Is that like a miniature, like, could be a stock? Like, holy crap. Classic for Real donated $20 through WalcomS7.com. Here's $25 for stuff at Ghost Manta store. The number don't add up, but okay, we're gonna buy, because here, okay, it's like, I have not looked through everything. I did buy one of their kits, and I'm pretty sure I printed it out and then never did anything with it. I'm almost certain I did. I'm trying to remember. This is sick. I had no interest in this blaster. Now I really want it. Let me make sure that's it's a PNG. Drag it to the desktop. Images, properties. And this is another check this out. This is what he says as he can't find it again. Dude, it's there. I just say there it is. Look at this. Like, I had no interest in that blaster. I now want that blaster more than anything. Is that even hard to get? Does my Walmart have that? Adventure Force bow? Archery roleplay set. Why are none of these blasters in stock near me? There's one in Paulsbo. I could go to Paulsbo to pick that up. Ghost Manta. That is rad as hell, and I want that. I know it comes with sticky darts. I think the reason why I never picked it up is it only came with 8 of them. And I was like, that sucks. But I now want to pick this up. I know it's 20 bucks, but I'm like almost ready to drive to Paulsbo tonight and pick one of these things up, which means some creepo is going to go there and stock or buy all of them or hide them from me or something. But Paulsbo does have them, and that looks sick. So I haven't even looked through your entire set. The Boxer Pro Shredder. Okay, your Kova kit. Did I bought the I'm pretty sure I bought the Shredder kit. I'm fairly certain I bought the Shredder kit. And then I put the Vector Pro, the card. Man, that looks so cool. I mean, I was like, I don't need that. I was like, I kind of need that. What else is on here? Blaster micro rig expandable storage. Okay. That's interesting. So it's like a plate for Molly or something like that that you can customize, which is honestly, I'm really diminishing how cool that is. If you search up Ghost Manta printables, but man, that Varuna kit, printed bearing assisted prime. Dude. Okay. What's the hardware? Screw, hex nuts, pinted pins, toy screws. Okay. That's easy. I got that. What about for the Osprey? Nerf rival ammo for something. Elastic cord? Okay, that's fine. Super glue. Yeah, nothing crazy. I'm very tempted. One other kit for the Vectors. You may want to wait to see if that's the kit before. Okay, do you have any idea when that's coming? Oh, hey, Steve. Sorry. Been distracted. What chronograph would you recommend? Usually like a cheapo airsoft chrono is the best way to go. Within a week? Okay, I can hold out. I do think I'm going to get the Varuna kit. I'm going to just buy them right now. I didn't see, do they give you a pretty good cut? I need to scroll up. They take 20% and it takes a couple of days. That sucks. Can I pay more? Do they give you the option to just pay more? Okay, well, I'm going to buy the Osprey kit. I'm going to have to buy one of those stupid bows, man. That bow is too cool. That awkward moment when you don't realize what your thing is. I'm going to get that, and I'm going to get that other kit, because I feel like doing I fixed the Brute Pro, and it's your kit. Yeah, I think we'll have to do that. I'm not promising that it'll happen. I'm going to try to make that happen, okay? That's so cool. Keep it up, man. You've got some absolutely fantastic... I haven't even looked at your free stuff. And, of course, thank you to Classic for facilitating this. If you guys knew, I'm going to melt your brains here in a couple of weeks. Just you wait. Some of you have no idea. Most of you, all of you have no idea. I think one of you has an idea. You'd be like, man, Walcom is so oh, that's why. Alright, I just bought the Varuna and that kit, so congratulations on screwing me out of screwing me out of $10 there. Oh, I say $10. No, I have to go out and buy a $20 bow. Which is going to be, here's the bow. Unbox it. Pong. That's real cute. Here's the 3D printed parts. Now it shoots short darts. It's going to be good. I will do my best to make those videos happen. There is hand cranked options for the Moab, which I actually did. I talked to Tommy because I was like, dude, there's like no hand cranked options, and you have one that is almost entirely 3D printed, held together with a couple of screws. Like the hardware kit and the files would be practically nothing. Like the files would be, you have to print out quite a bit, but the payout would be huge. He doesn't like that. And that's fair. I wasn't trying to convince him either way, but I was like, maybe you should make the hardware kit for just the Moab with the clip or the Moab with the delinker and the crank. Make that its own thing, but yeah, he wasn't for it. Do you have any updates for the Magnum Opus? The technical that I wanted to build? Look, I'm not going to tell you I haven't spent a lot of time thinking about it. I watch a lot of channels. Okay? Matt Sparks, Grind Hard Plumbing, Bomb Motorsports. I watch a ton of channels that build the coolest little things, and I want to do that. And theoretically, there's an entire garage downstairs that I could be building stuff in and filming all of it and everything, having a grand old time. Hell, there's a furnace down there I could use that would be far better at keeping me warm than being up here. I want to build a techno. The problem is I don't know if I will revisit this. Somebody's going to steal the idea. I'm trying to be vague because this community is full of sociopathic assholes that do everything they can to ruin somebody else's day. Every time, like almost every time I've ever said like a cool idea, there's somebody who's turned around and be like, oh, I just happen to have the same idea at the same time. They're another content creator and it just happens to happen. I've wanted to build a technical for over a year. The way I wanted to fund it was by selling sponsor places on the vehicle itself. So like I could take the entire exterior of the thing, the entire exterior of the vehicle I want to build, cutting it up into 150, say, 2-inch by 2-inch spots, pixels essentially. And I was going to sell those sponsor spots to pay for the vehicle. But the problem is I'd have to pay for the vehicle first. I'd have to pay to buy the thing and then try to recoup the money. It wouldn't even be, I don't think it'd be that hard, and I think it'd be like some of the most fun. I'm obviously not much of a gearhead, but it would be a good place to start and learn. And I specifically wanted to do something gasoline powered. And the point wasn't to make something that was practical. I wanted to make it good. I wanted to make a Twisted Metal or Vigilante 8 style vehicle that had multiple hard points for slightly modified blasters. Nothing hard set. You could take them off, you could bolt them back on, and they were all supposed to hook up to a universal firing system. That was the plan. I talked about this last year. Like, literally at this point last year. And I think my business idea is sound for this. The problem is I'm so much more withdrawn from the community that I don't think it's as good as an investment as it was. I wanted to have a thing that I could, like, if the war was somewhere on, like, the West Coast, I could easily throw it on a trailer and, you know, bring it places and show it off, be a centerpiece. And show everybody who donated, who bought sponsor spots on it. Like, you have your channel logo, you could have whatever you want. You get a 2-inch by 2-inch spot. And you could buy more if you wanted to. But I think, like, if I did the math on that, I'm, like, trying to remember. Again, I'd have to get the vehicle and then measure it and see what the thing was. But it was like, if there was 150 spots at, like, $60 a piece. Actually, that's too much. It's like $9,000. But you get it. It's like I was going to try to make it to where it's like it covered just enough of the vehicle and was big enough that people would want to support that. That was my thought. And I think it's a good idea. That way it looked cool because it just has so many different pieces of art and stuff all over it. And I don't care. I mean, I liked the idea of, like, everybody's stuff could be on it. So it wasn't just me doing my thing, making my logo. And I didn't want to do that. I wanted it to be like, here's all these people. Here's this community-made centerpiece. All these people helped, and I put it together. I was going to have to reach out to people, obviously, to help me with a bunch of stuff, because I don't know half of what I want to do with it. But the idea was to get a really fun, small, compact, technical, with multiple hard points on it that all synced up to a firing system. And it would play... Like, you could use it. It would be completely, horribly unsafe to use in an actual Nerf war. But you could roll it up on the battlefield and show off with it for a little bit. And as long as you were, you know, a ways from people, not actually driving it, trying to shoot people. It was only going to hold one person, but it's going to be cute. And I've talked about this, and I still want to do it. Obviously, I still want to do it because I have all this stuff thought up. I don't know if I'll ever be able to make it happen. I want to, though. In the year since I talked about this last, nobody's really done it. And I can do it. And I think making it a community-based thing would work out good. And also, that would give me content. That'd give me like 4, 5, 6 videos of content. I want to be able to take this thing and just drive it around. I want to go camping with it and stuff like that. It's not that I want to pivot away from Nerf, but, like, I have videos on my computer where it's like I modded a strife in the middle of the woods next to a creek. Like, hand soldering with a butane torch and stuff like that. It's like, I want to do funny stuff like that. Why don't we have a quiet nerd channel, but it's with Nerf? You know what I mean? Smiley's a good one, Nathaniel. I'm going to try to get back to this. Using Pool Noodle, do you think Nerf ulteriorly is possible? Pool Noodle isn't firm enough. Grindhard is such a freaking cool channel. They are the best. But there's a lot of those channels I watch. And again, I'm not much of a gearhead. Motor Monkey? Whatever you call them. So that was something that I wanted to do, and that was going to combine with the X-Shot thing. So the X-Shot things that I haven't worked on but need to finish, that the whole plan for that was, like, to try to develop a system where it's like those would work by themselves, but they could also facilitate into this idea. Just got back into Nerf, got a bunch of old rival blasters off eBay, wondered when I was younger. It's good to be back. Any recommendations on how to catch up on the state of the art? I mean, you could do whatever you want, but it is my channel pedigree. So I would suggest that you just go look through the last 20, 30 videos I've done and see if anything catches your eye you want to catch up. Because most of the time in those videos, I'll also mention another blaster. You can also join the Discord, lurk in the Discord for a while. That's a good idea. Should look at some of them challenges. I have done a couple, and I'm going to do more. Don't you worry. Why did you choose to only get the Boxer Pro and not a Primus? Because the Primus is like $50-something, and I'm sorry. I'm not excited for the Primus. It's another flywheel thing, it's not that it wouldn't be bad, but I legitimately have no care for it. Like, maybe the video would pay back the money I spent on it. If it's like a thing I absolutely have to get, I guess I could. But like, I was way more excited for the Boxer. 100 times more excited for the Boxer Pro. I would be more excited to buy the freaking, what do you call it? My brain is completely, the Omnia Gen 3 than I would be a Primus. I don't think the Primus is a bad blaster. I'm just saying, it's like, man, the 8 and plus offerings are so boring right now. So it's like, what's the Primus? Oh, it's an upside down Dart Zone Pro Mark III from what, 3-4 years ago? Yeah. It's like, is it cool? Certainly. Is it anything really all that different? No. Not really. It's the same blaster, fitted for full-length darts with a Bredin style mag. Comes with a couple of cool attachments. It's $50, which isn't terrible. It's also not on store shelves. That not being on store shelves probably had a lot to do with it. Has anybody really talked about the Primus? Like, maybe it would be worth me buying a Primus. If you had to use a Nerf for self-defense, would you specifically use... I mean, if I had to use one for defense, I'd choose the biggest and heaviest one to bludgeon somebody with. Something easy to swing. Harrier, Kunlun. Those would really suck to get hit by. Yeah, that doesn't count. That's a piece of cardboard with stuff glued to it, Spicy Ice. I don't believe in that at all. I wanted to make an actual vehicle. It is at Bass Pros. Are you freaking kidding me? The Primus is on store shelves at Bass Pros. The problem is that I'm going to walk in there. I'm going to look at all the stuff and I'm like, oh, I should buy those blasters. And I'm going to go over into the gun section. I'm going to find a revolver. I'm going to spend $600 I didn't want to spend. That's what's going to happen. Yeah, I've been around, Subwoofer. Thanks for topping in. I appreciate it. I'm so glad my thumb wasn't as bad as Homely said it was going to be. Like you can see, I clearly smashed it. But, I thought it was, he's like, oh, your fingernail's going to fall off. Because I, like, couldn't put any pressure. Now it's just like a dumb, like, numb pain. It's okay. It's fine. What are your thoughts on the Ragefire? Brenda, I have an entire video on the Ragefire. You should watch it after this live stream. It's pretty good. Have I played BF6? I played the stress test. And I played like 20 minutes of the Battle Royale. I don't want Battlefield. My older brother really wants it. I used to stream every Saturday. I've cooled down a bit. It's just like I got some stuff going on. Also, it kind of loses its luster sometimes. I think it was good, Cooley. Dude, Ivan, if he actually was watching, he'd be able to chime in. I was having so many issues where it's like, where are my bullets going? Like, I'm ADSing, I'm not jumping, I'm not doing anything crazy, and my shots are going nowhere near where they should supposed to. And then it's like, he was like, oh, it works fine for me, man. I'm like, whatever, that's why I have a better kid, you know, whatever, fine. Then the game came out and people were complaining about that. Apparently there were actually some issues with like hit registry and stuff like that. Do you own any firearms? I own multiple firearms. Are you going to continue Nerf Dumpster Time? Dude, I swear to God, this next Nerf Dumpster Time, I'm going to make one tomorrow. All right? Nolan, I'm going to make one tomorrow. I'm going to spend all day. I'm going to make a Nerf Dumpster Diving. If that video doesn't get 30,000 views in the first day, everybody keeps asking, you guys better back it up. You better go on your school's Slack boards or whatever and be like, my favorite YouTuber put out this new video where he reviews old cheap Nerf blasters off Amazon. You should watch it and give it a like and subscribe and share it with grandma. It better be like the biggest return ever. I'll do it. That does suck because Freddy's kind of, his eyes broken right now. I looked it up last night. I can't find one anywhere near me. I was gonna like, maybe I should make like a punished Freddy joke from like Metal Gear Solid V, where I put like an eye patch on him because it's just his eyes broken. And I was like, oh my God, I could buy the Dart Zone like pirate roleplay kit from Walmart and like glue the little cutlass to him and put the little hat on with the eye patch. They don't sell one near me. And I was like, well, that dream's gone. But yeah, I was thinking about this. I might just have to go to Walmart and buy new googly eyes. His eye's pretty broken. Maybe I'll do a video with his eye broken and just, he could be like, I don't feel so good. Do you like the Maximum Pro? Yes. Metal Gear. I don't need suggestions, Nolan. Not right now. I don't have the money for that. Wow, somebody in the Discord found a Halo Needler on store shelves at GameStop. Aren't those expensive? I could have swore those were like $200. No, they must have found old stock. Huh. I will try to film one to have one out Monday. Monday, Danny's coming over and we're filming a video. Hopefully more than one, but it'll probably be the one. My NERF Pro center darts fly out weird in a fishtail. That's no good. I wish I could enjoy that Needler as much as you guys did. It's okay. Mine went right back in the box. I think it makes a sick display. Christmas tree today. Let's say it looks smaller than at the tree lot. 14 foot. Oof. We don't have our Christmas tree up. We might not actually be able to put it up. It feels weird sitting at the computer. What's the temp? I have to hold the button down. It still says 50. It feels a little chillier. I put up a couple of extra blankets. I'm like trying to insulate this a little more. Because I was up here, it's like 28, 29 degrees. It sucked. There was a really, like, I don't know if it'd be worth getting, but like one of those hearth style heaters. I think it was still like an infrared quartz thing, but I was thinking of grabbing that and just putting it directly against the wall behind me. So I had like a fireplace up there. It's like, it was a clearance one that was like $6.99 down to like $2.99. I really thought about buying it. I don't know how much better that is. Heating this area sucks. And I know the infrared stuff doesn't actually heat the air, but if I have it on the other side of the room and it could just melt me from across the room, I feel like that would be a better use. I don't know. Are there any heating experts in the house? What's the best blaster to ask for Christmas? Best value? I'm probably going to go with the Vector. I know most people are going to say the motorized piston pump, but I'm going to go with the Vector. I must have slept on the pillow zipper again. My head's all spotty. I always like sleep right on the corner of where my pillow zipper is. Boxer Pro belts are going to come back in stock. Are they out of stock? I'm sure they will. I mean, if they're out of stock, of course they're going to make more. Yep, it's sold out. Wow. I never even got any extras. I just have the ones I have. Piston pump or Seagull? Ooh. I mean, that's not a fair comparison. Honestly, though, piston pump will keep up with Seagull for quite a bit while being semi-auto. Snake Freddy Pliskin. Why do you think what might be happening, Eric? Of course I like cheese. Cheese is tasty. Ooh. Sorry. Been doing this for a couple of hours. That's a cool watch. It's just the one that came with the Starfield thing. Say what you want about the game. I really like this watch. Like, for how long I've been wearing it, it's like, it's not even like damaged. Like, I'm surprised how well it holds up. The thing I hate is that I'm breaking stuff. You charge it with this little puck, and he uses micro USB, which is just gross. But yeah, this is the one that came with the Starfield thing. And yeah, I like it. It's slim. It lasts, the battery lasts like a week. It looks like interesting to me. Yeah. It's too bad about the game. What's my favorite FPS range? It's like 200 to 250. I think that's just enough where skill can make a huge difference. Man, I'm kind of upset I obliterated that one homely, but I think the video was better for it. Except for where I forgot to pull the files. I still should have tried to pull the files off the watch. Because I recorded a ton of stuff on that watch before I destroyed it. And after I shot it, it wouldn't come back. Moto Blitz, it was on sale at Amazon over the weekend. I mean, you could buy one off Target and stuff. Oh no, it's on Amazon. It's $45. Not a great price, but it's a price. Make sure you use my affiliate link. Yeah, if you're gonna buy anything off Amazon ever, use this link. Please. Costs you nothing, helps the channel out a ton. I get like 3 to 7% of every purchase. It's huge, it matters a lot. I'm trying to remember exactly what I bought with my last Amazon card. I bought a lot of camera stuff, right? Because I have a video to do on this, because the company sent me it. And while they did send some cool stuff, I bought more stuff for it. I had to buy screen protectors, lens cover, mounts. Yeah, that money disappeared quick. What's my favorite Thanksgiving food item? I don't know. I cooked a brisket. Is that Thanksgiving food? Do you prefer Elite 2.0 or Alpha Strike? Elite 2.0, I guess. I don't think Alpha Strike actually has a single good blaster in it. I mean, after the stuff with the last one, kid, with the, all the issues with copyright, because they, like, stole the design straight off someone, I don't know if they're ever going to touch it again. What's the best chronograph? I don't know what the best is, but I like Freddy. It's pretty good. Oh, but Freddy can't measure a Mega XLR. Okay, well, they don't even sell them anymore. We can't measure an Ultimator rocket. Okay, they don't sell them anymore. We can't measure a Titan rocket. They don't sell them anymore. If you need one of those, buy something else. The Flight. Look, I like the Flight. I don't think the Flight's a good blaster. I really like the Flight. Anybody else like the Flight? I like the Flight. I think I got crapped on for that too. Same thing with the Hammer Storm. I thought the Hammer Storm was rad. Dude, I love the Hammer Storm. The Hammer Storm's that big 8-shot with tons of attachment point hammer shot. But it's also like holding a sunfish so you can like slap darts out of the air with it. It's super cool. What 3D printer should I get? Get a Bamboo Labs A1. They're like $300 on sale right now, and it does auto bed leveling. It does all the things you need it to do. And if you spend $400, you get the 4-slot AMS, which will do multicolor printing and stuff. Did you really? I mean, I think it's awesome. Oh, no, no! This guy. Hey, nice to see you, Addy. So many cool things I want of yours, too. You see the Brontos videos at like, what, almost 100K, I think. With one of the printers with the AMS upgrade, don't you? I have an X1 Carbon, I have an A1, and I have an A1 Mini. What camera do I use for NERF videos? The same ones I'm using in the stream right now, and it's a Sony FX30. And I'm using the G, the E1.4 15, I think, millimeter lens. It's like, it was like a $3,000 setup. You know you love it, Ghost Manta. You know you love it. That's fine, David. I totally agree. There are things that are better about the P1 series, and there are things that are worse. I think the AMS, unless you need to have it fully enclosed, I think the AMS is a worse design. I think the AMS where all of the stuff goes right into the hot end, and it just has to retract it ever so slightly to feed in new colors. That's a far better setup than the AMS, whatever, the fully sealed one, where it's like it has to travel through 36 miles of tubing to get into the printer. I sure hope you use my... If you guys aren't using my Bamboo affiliate link, I don't know what to tell you, man. But I did shoot some footage with this in a previous video. Did you guys see my... was it the lever action? I guess it had to be, right? I instead of having the camera static, I had it on a hat. So it was like this. No, Carlos, I haven't. Spicy ice? It's gonna blow your mind when you get your hands on something better. You have no idea. My friend, I gave him my CR10 Pro, and he just said, I haven't responded to him, but he just like is already printing his multi-material stuff, because I think he bought an H2S or something. And he's like, it's so much better, it isn't funny. And the CR10 isn't even a bad printer. Yeah, I agree. AMS is the cheaper solution, to be honest, says Adi. Like, try to think about like how much like buying one fully printed blaster, like even a kit from somebody is, and then look at the price of a printer, and like, yeah, you spend an extra $100 with the printer to buy, you know, a hardware kit, filament, printer to print out a blaster, but it's like it's paid for itself by the second blaster you print out. And then if you want to take your time and you dial in your print settings good, and you can print out some good blasters, you could sell them. You can get licenses. It's just like, yeah, I want to run a little shop. Like, that's the thing you can do. You pay the original creator 5-10% or whatever their licensing fee is, and you can print them out and sell them yourself. I don't remember if I did a Hyperfire review. I definitely did videos on Hyperfires, but yeah. Yeah. Dude, that's that. Breacher 3D printed parts and hardware was $300-ish. $300 for the printed parts and the hardware. You could buy a printer for that much, and I think the hardware is like $60. And filament's pretty cheap. Some of the rolls I bought for this were $9 a roll. What's my favorite anime? It's probably something like Outlaw Star. Something from back then. There's a lot I really like, though. What's the best phone brand? I don't know. They all suck now. There's an AMS for the Ender? No. God, no. No, it's like, if that's what you have, like, I saw an Ender at a thrift store. An Ender 3. It was $80. 2 or 3 years ago, I probably would have bought it. But I looked at it, like, I bought one, like a Flash Forge or whatever for $70. Like, that was like 4 years ago. From a Goodwill. I was going to do a whole video on it. I didn't. I think I got halfway through it, but yeah, it's like, you're better off getting like an A1 Mini. A1 Mini's like what, $220 right now, if that? $220 for an A1 Mini. There are a lot of people who fit their... Oh my God, you can get a P1S for $400 right now. Whew. Woof. I just don't trust any of those. Here's what I don't trust about Creality. They make 17 printers a year, and I bought... No, they sent me that Ender, that CR10 Pro. That was sent to me by Creality. It never worked. It never worked. It would do the auto bed leveling, and then when you printed, it obviously did not have the auto bed leveling. No amount of changing the offset would work. It just simply was not saving it. I couldn't get a single print off of it. I had to downgrade the firmware, which on that printer requires you to take apart the entire screen module to access a separate SD card. You have to have 2 SD cards, put different files on each of them, and it has to have both those files plugged in. Then you have to hold the power button down for 15 seconds to even get to start the update. And I had to downgrade the firmware to like a beta firmware to even get it to print. I don't know if they ever actually fixed that printer. I tried, it's like, because there's no manual bed option, there's no knobs or anything. It never worked. And I looked it up and it was a common problem with it. But once I downgraded and it was fine. It was slow compared to a Bamboo. But it's like, I will never get, how many K1 freaking Creality printers are there? I bet you there's like 7. They make a new printer every 2 months. They never fix the first one. It's like, I'm actually kind of upset. Bamboo's like, yeah, we have the A1, the A1 Mini, the H2D, the H2S, the H2C, the P2S. It's like the X1C. It's like all these freaking printers. Oh, they don't even sell the X1s anymore, huh? It's like they have all these freaking printers now. It's like, I kind of wish you just have 3. I just watched a ton of YouTube videos, Arc10, but I think there's probably I bet you there's an Ender 3 subreddit. Creality's reached out to me a bunch of times, and I've turned them down. They weren't willing to pay me either. They're just like, hey, we'll send you a $300 printer. It's like, no, you send me a $300 printer and $2,000, and I'll think about it. Because otherwise, it's like, yeah, Bamboo all the way. Why? Because I use Bamboo. I have thousands of hours of print time on my Bamboos. I love my Bamboo A1, and I have an X1C. The A1's just fun. It's really easy to get stuff to. The X1's like, I gotta open up a door and do all this stuff. And, yeah, it's good. I like the A1. The A1 makes pretty sounds. The X1 doesn't. I prefer whatever has good blasters, T-Corp. Are Adventure Force full-length darts the best? For full-length, probably. I think that Nitro Shot Plus darts are probably the best, but yeah. Did that printer giveaway ever happen? Nope. I think that video got like 48,000 views. I did give it away, but I didn't give it away to a fan. I'm sorry. I will do more in the future, but yeah, like I think that the money from the video would probably barely cover the shipping. The reason why I had that video that way is because Bamboo was paying me per view. So it's like, I will put as much effort as I can into this. And I don't know, I guess I just did a bad video. I put a lot into that video and it didn't perform well. Choose by early purchaser with Moab and want to know what filament you recommend. I used the cheapest filament on Amazon and it was fine. And I printed at least half the blaster on an A1. I used both my X1C and my A1, but a lot of that blaster was printed on the A1. It prints it out just fine. I used Deeply filament, and it was like $8 to $10 a roll. Garbage. Worked great. I think it looks cool. You make it seem like I have non-public videos that are bad. I mean, I don't know. If I do a good video that performs bad, it wasn't a good video now, was it? Make it go the bolter. I think you have sent me the files for that, Addy. I kind of wanted to do the MD5K. I kind of wanted to. I just like, half of me was like, I don't know if I could do a video on this because it's like a disc shooter, right? Yeah, no, I remember. I'm pretty sure I have the files. You sent me the files a while ago for the MD5K. And probably the bolter. I think you did. Have you checked out Hobby Lobby? I haven't. The nearest one to me is actually not that far away, but yeah, I don't really go to Hobby Lobby. I went there to look for Gunpla a couple of months back. I didn't buy anything. Opinion on Fearin? Fearin? I think it's pretty good. In the Walcom cinematic universe, what would your Batman versus Superman be? I mean, most of my characters don't have names. I think Anthony named the airsofter, shirtless, helmet, glasses guy. I say shirtless, it's me shirtless, but in the cinematic universe, he's not even wearing pants. That version of me is like, he named him Mongo or something like that. He's like, I thought you named him Mongo. It's like, what? No. He's like, well, I named him Mongo. I'm like, I guess his name's Mongo now? Then I have Freddy. I don't have the costume, but we had Barney, but Barney died, I'm pretty sure. There will be more. So what I wanted to do is I had that Fall Guy costume and I lost the battery pack. I spent an embarrassing long amount of time looking for the battery pack to that costume. And then it's like, when I came down the wire, I didn't have time to do it, but I will have hopefully a point where it's like, I unload the Moab into that costume, unless Danny buys the Moab off me. Because I think the inflatable costume getting drilled with 50 darts a second is going to look hilariously awesome. And I was going to like put big, huge, angry eyebrows on the head. And I was going to put a big sign on the chest that says the algorithm. And then I was going to just make different shorts where we have to defeat the algorithm. I don't know if that's as cringe as I think it is. I was going to be like, oh my God, every like is another bullet in my chamber for the algorithm. No, not like that. I don't think so anyway. I really wanted to have this character that was literally the algorithm, and I just try to kill it every video in a different way. I had once, I was thinking like, every like is a new dart in the chamber for the algorithm, and then it's going to hold up like a Titan rock and be like, but every subscription. Like the bad guy for the Matrix? You mean Agent Smith? Wow, apparently I can switch to a members-only live stream? That sucks. Are you going to get Freddy a girlfriend? No, that dude has way too many issues. Let's just put it that way. Freddy does have a backstory. It's not pretty. No. He does have an ex-wife. It didn't end very well for him. That's why he's a garbage man. I don't know why that has to even been said. It's fine if you don't like me, but everybody should say F Reddit. It's the most corrupt Reddit I think I've ever seen. I think the art subreddit is less corrupt than the Nerf one. Man, there's stuff I want to say. I'm not going to say it, General Strap. That would be funny. We must know Freddy's origin story. So the whole point of like Freddy and stuff like that is he's supposed to be like Burton from the old Spoonie experiment videos. That was my whole plan with Freddy. I want to do like an overarching story. I've tried, and that's actually, it's really hard for me right now. I haven't been able to do very good with it, but it's like, that's the opening of those videos always took me longer than the actual videos. The art subreddit. I mean, I've never really paid attention to it, but I'll tell you what. As long as nothing goes wrong, I'm going to. I don't know if I'll do anything tonight. I might. But I will come over here tomorrow. I will film a dumpster diving, and if it does badly, there will never be another one. But I'll do my best. I still don't know why. The watch time on those videos is insane, but then people are like, oh, why do you spend so much time covering the Amazon page? Real talk, chat. Isn't the Amazon page the funny part? I would argue the Amazon page stuff was the funny part, but people were complaining, you take too long, you just like talking. It's like, yeah, because the blaster could be covered in a stupid short. You know how I know? Everybody does a short on him. I thought the actual, like, looking at the page and making fun of it, it's the perfect, exactly. It's like, it's the funniest freaking thing to me. And so many people would talk crap about me. I've seen people in the hobby in Discord be like, yeah, all he does is read an Amazon article for 10 minutes. How is that funny? His fans are so dumb. It's like, holy, you wish you could do that. You wish you could do that. My favorite part is when I've seen people talk crap about me in this hobby, other content creators, and then they turn around and do the exact same thing I do and pretend that they didn't completely rip that off. That's my favorite thing. God, I hate this hobby. It's so corrupt. We have way too many sociopaths in this hobby. It's great for child. Yeah, see, that's the most fun for me. So the reason why Freddy doesn't have an actual voice, and I never actually made any, I thought about doing the Animal Crossing sounds for him. I thought about a lot of stuff with him, but I wanted it to be like, oh, Walcom's schizophrenic. Like, does Freddy actually exist? Have you ever seen anyone else interact with Freddy? Also, I can't forget Walcom the White. I still have that costume. Some of these MS are too scared to airsoft and do NERF instead. No, there's nothing. First of all, just because you're a masochist doesn't make you better than other people. If you, I'm going to assume you're kind of young, and I'm not trying to talk down to you. I just want to lay this out. If you're like, oh, I like airsoft because it hurts so good. Keep it in the bedroom, man. Nobody cares. Nobody thinks you're big. You're like, oh, yeah, I play with airsoft. I'm so cool. Look at my plastic guns that shoot plastic BBs. Because I'm sure you guys, the airsoft community, I know for a fact, a lot of you guys get pooped on for not just buying real guns. And I hate saying real guns is the dumbest thing in the world, but to abuse a term I see all the time. It's like, when somebody comes into my channel, it's like, why don't you play airsoft, bro? You scared to get hurt? Is that why you don't play airsoft? It's like, 300 FPS foam dart will ruin your day. Absolutely ruin your day. Absolutely. It's so much more mass than an airsoft BB. Airsoft BB is like, ew, it hurt. 300 FPS foam dart to bare skin at like 15 feet away? That sucks. And it gets worse. You want to see the Mammoth Greg? You want to see the thing I blew apart freaking White Claws with? You want to get hit by that? I don't want to get hit by that. Are you kidding me? I do want to destroy the Fall Guys costume with that, though, and that was another plan I had. Like, it hurting is not a positive thing. Keep it in the bedroom. Nobody cares. Nobody thinks you're a big manly man for tanking a plastic BB. All right? And if you're like, oh, I shot myself with a 22, it barely hurt. It's like, no, you're a psycho. That's not... touch grass. Like, that's not a cool thing. That's not something to be proud of. It's not even like, oh, like 200 FPS Nerf is baby stuff. It's like, you feel it. And if it's bare skin, point blank, it will welt. 300 FPS bare skin will give you a nice bruise, even with a half dart. And my goodness, if I shoot you with that Mammoth Greg, you'll walk funny. I'm just saying. I don't think people airsoft because it hurts. I mean, some do, obviously, but I've known people who nerf because it hurts, to be perfectly honest. I have modded a blaster for somebody who wanted it modded because they wanted it to hurt. I didn't ask them what they did in the bedroom. I just took their money. So, like, stuff's fun. Nerf guns for home defense, I guess. Like, no, I wouldn't. I mean, to be fair, it's better than a sharp stick. If I grabbed like a 300 FPS Harrier, you open the door and I shot you in the eye with it, that's worse than Harry and Marv. Like, that would suck. Like, that would suck. Like, even if you had an gun, if I shot you in the eye with a 300 FPS Harrier from 20, 25 feet away, yeah, you'd let out some really interesting noises, I assure you. That's how that goes. I didn't hide your post, Tank. I'm sorry. I homely got that for whatever reason. Again, if you're into that, keep it in the bedroom, man. I assume you're young. I'm sorry. Now you look like a 13-year-old in my mind, because I think that's how my friends talk. Oh yeah, like paintball. Here it's I think we all went from airsoft or paintball to airsoft though, because airsoft was just cooler. But once you turn like 16 or 17, and especially now in today's climate, you have to be a certain kind of psychopath. Like, I want the most fully realistic blowback operated AR-15 airsoft so I can go to the park and shoot my friends with it. Yeah, you're a psycho. I'm sorry. It's just like, I don't know. It's like, there's never a point in your mind where you pick this thing up and you go, whoa, this is not kosher. I don't like this anymore. With a Nerf blaster, you know it's a blaster. Someday, the same day that musket you reviewed a while back, modded to be just as dangerous. It is, that thing hit hard. Say the Oozinator is better for the bedroom. I need to do an Oozinator video. I do have one. I want to get drenched by an Oozinator. Oh my God. I'll tell you what, when we get snow, I'll have Anthony come over and I will allow him to Oozinate me outside in the snow. I think he'll be down for that. Imagine the next Home Alone is an ad for Worker. Yeah. Nerf half darts load more like real bullets than tiny balls. That is absolutely correct. The reason why I don't airsoft is because 6mm BBs are boring. Like, try to tell me, like, oh, airsoft is so much more fun to fire than Nerf. No, Nerf darts are amazing. Oh my God, Nerf darts are amazing. They feel so good at high velocity. They're amazing. And yeah, the other thing is like, oh, how many thousands of rounds of airsoft can you carry on you? I don't care if you're like, oh, my gigantic AR magazine only holds 30 rounds because it's low cap. It's like, okay, cool. Not only can I not fit 30 Nerf darts in a magazine unless I want it to be a melee weapon, but I can't carry hundreds of darts on me without probably ruining them. There's a dent on the wall from the Mammoth Greg. I think it was Z. She fired it against the wall, and I noticed it a couple of days later. I'm like, oh my God, that literally dented the wall. I think, like, if you wanted... The issue with Nerf is always going to be range, and then trying to get higher range means you have to have, like, big internals, and it becomes kind of a thing. But it's like, I would imagine, like, you could get 350, 400 FPS outdoors Nerf. Like, it would be super fun. I've never done it, as far as I know. I've never done, like, high-velocity outdoors, like, in the woods, like you'd, like, play woods ball or something with a Nerf dart. But it's like... What, we were talking about the Buzzbee. My Buzzbee was hitting like 400 FPS. I meant to do a video on it. Now, I don't know if it'll still hit that, but I'm going to take it apart because I got a printed piece in there that warped. I think it's just something in your mind, Luca, unless you did something wrong to your Nexus Pro X. Nexus Pro X out of the box is 200, and I'm pretty sure you have to try a little hard to get the motorized piston pump to hit 200. Our cap is 250. That's a great cap. No, Isaac, I could go with that as well. God, Sam and Max, that's a classic. All right, I have din-dins coming. I'm gonna try to relax and hopefully not hurt myself more. You guys have been fantastic. I'm sorry it was a slow week. Like I said, I was barely home. And when I was home, I was laying in bed crying because oh my God, it's hurt so much. But we're all good, and you guys have been amazing. I will have the next video. Got to finish the Ontos one, but I have to refilm the Ontos one. So I'm gonna do probably the AGM video tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. And then Danny's coming over Monday, and we'll have at least time to film the video for his channel. But if we have a second, maybe we'll film one for mine. It's up to him. But yeah, it's been good. You do need to get Ontos. The one I have is fantastic. I didn't build it, but it looks really easy to build, really easy to print. It's good stuff. So, you guys have a fantastic night. Thanks again. Love you all. I don't deserve your support, but I'll take it. Thank you. Oh, it'll happen, Nexus. It'll happen. Oh, yeah, there's a Discord where you can harass me in. That's also good.